Woof. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the pod. I just lobbed my chair and I'm fucking boiling.
A new episode of the pod sponsored by Dota 2, brought to you by Admiral Conker.
Oh shit! Wait, I can't talk for the rest of the podcast.
No, you can't. You got to whistle.
What can you do?
I hear the whistling either.
This is going to be a very interesting episode of the podcast because I'm going to be talking like this the whole
Like
time.
Kunker, yeah. And I'm just going to be whistling. I'm going to be saying nothing. So, thanks for joining us and see you next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is very itchy.
What do you guys think of? Yeah.
They're very saggy.
I mean, they're somewhat of a belly more than anything else. Maybe, I don't know. Out of one fetish and into another, I don't know.
I feel like you need to maybe get them a bit tighter. I don't know. Can you work out the tits? Is that a thing you can do at the gym?
Well, they're already tied with a suspicious piece of rope around the back.
Yeah, that's why bras normally have the straps as well to keep them up.
Yeah, the bra was a little too small.
Yeah.
It didn't go around his chest.
Yeah, it wasn't fitting. So
Oh,
improvise, adapt,
interesting.
overcome.
Henry's boobies are too big.
Yeah. No, I don't think that was the problem. They didn't even get to the boobies.
Yeah.
Oh. Righto, right. Well, we've got a big
yes,
week this
this is-
week. That's all I'm going to say, because, first of all, actually, what I'm going to say is I need this fan pointing it right at me. Gee whiz.
Oh yeah, I got a fan too. We didn't have these back
Does
in
Marcy
my
have a
day.
naked cosplay or outfit? Because I could really do with being...
Really?
Let me check Dota Smart.
Still tight.
Hang on.
Jesus.
Let me check, see if there's any
She has a lot of outfits. I don't think any of them are naked.
You don't.
Well, we can
So they
improvise.
might be.
Yeah, maybe. Hold on.
She has one that's just a black shirt. Well, if you take
Marcy
off another
Dota
part of
2.
the hair.
Anything here?
No.
I don't want to type in Marcy Dota 2 naked. I don't think that will bring
Yeah,
up
that's-
the...
I think you should do that.
That's a bad idea.
Whoa, hold on a minute.
Hubba.
All right.
She's underage, Matt. No, I'm
Is
just
she?
kidding. No, I don't think she is. Wait, Marcy,
I don't
let's
think
just
she
check.
is.
Let's just do an age check.
Oh fucking hell, we're already
Age.
doing it.
She's 10 years old. Oh, wait.
No, she's fucking not.
No. What does that say?
She's 23. 23.
Okay,
Okay.
so she's at least 23.
Age.
The hell is...
Damn age. Marana says to have served Salamania with Marty for 10 years since their exile, making the two of them around 23 years.
Mm.
So, wait, Marana.
They're
Look at
of
that.
age. Oh.
Marana, are they... So they're the same age. To be fair, she looks way old. Wow!
Marcy and Miranda get freaky.
She looks way old.
Oh, gee.
Okay.
Did the audience see this, or are you just
No,
making
the
it
audience,
weird?
the audience can see this, yeah. Oh, I'll take the one on the
Right.
left.
Are we?
Oh, wait, she got a glow up.
Holy hell! what the hell?
It's Make-A-Wish Marana, that's what they call her.
Is that Sid from Ice Age?
It's Mommy Sid. Yo, that's a sick picture. Oh, that's,
Yeah, that's
cool. Anyway, welcome to the podcast.
Henry.
Sorry.
Henry got distracted, like audibly.
Welcome to the podcast.
Oh, the pipe.
And yeah, we've got a bumper week. So our week is it's been
Yeah.
6 days, but we've got 12 matches. So
Yeah,
Oh,
we
God.
got a few games. We got a few games to go through.
yeah,
They're all pretty quick though, so it should be all right.
yeah. Also, some teams playing twice. Tidebound had 2 games. And Matt, you played. Lucas, we played.
Yeah, we played twice.
Yeah, you
played
played
once.
twice. Yeah.
I played me.
Our team played twice.
Yeah. Oh, and we played you, Matt. That was no, we
was
didn't.
that, wasn't it,
No,
Henry?
that was
No.
last week. We did not play.
Yeah,
you.
we did cover that, didn't we? We covered our game.
We covered that
We
already.
covered
Yeah.
So it's games after that. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. Well, actually, first of all, we haven't done a new player for all the new players.
hold on.
Lucas, who are you? And why are we dressed up?
I'm Lucas. I do drag. Usually a lot of cosplays on. Well, that is last season, I think it was.
Mm.
For that, a lot of cosplays. Okay. So yeah, that's about. I don't have much else to me.
Yeah.
What are you doing with that pipe?
Oh, he's
I was just
piping.
saying you can imitate an erection with
Please
the pipe.
pipe me, Matt.
Oh no, it fell off.
Yeah.
What, the
No,
erection
I
fell?
obviously do drag as well, but only as men with beards and pipes.
Mm, yeah.
I quite like the pipe actually. It's quite nice.
Yeah, you
Just
you
sort of
really
chew on something.
you give off good pipe vibes. Like you could actually rock. You know, if you actually had this beard and pipe. Oh my God! Do you know who you are?
Good pipe vibes.
You're
I've got the eyebrows for a big beard, haven't I?
This
Yeah,
is
kind of.
this is actually.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I was
whoops,
looking at.
sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
This is actually Matt. I mean, look at Matt. Wait, hold on.
My hair isn't dark enough. Like my
Oh,
normal
yes.
hair isn't dark enough. Unfortunately, I'm a bit too
Say
light.
the Huntado lines.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Are they roasting? We see you.
There we go. That is good.
Oh, yeah. That's a good action shot as well.
That is a good action shot. Yeah. Oh, Warga. Does Conker do a taunt? Wait, he does. He takes his hat off in his taunt, doesn't he? Doesn't he go like?
Yeah, I need to rebuy that taunt. The person that sold all my shit sold all my taunts, so I need to go and rebuy that one.
Wait, did you get scammed?
Let's not get into it. I don't want to get into it.
Oh no. Okay.
It's fine. I got most of the stuff back.
Yeah.
Most.
Well, also, I am gonna have to take some of this off at some point. In fact, that point might be now
fine.
because I am absolutely boiling.
I wanted to. I don't think we have got 12 games.
Do we
I
not?
don't think it's that many. I think it's only 6. Unless I'm crazy.
It's 6 series of 2 games
Dark on the
each.
screen, Jesus.
It was the 7th was a series as well because we recorded on the 7th.
Oh no, sorry. We've played 2 games since we played your team. I guess.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
Whew.
Oh, my bad.
Wow. Let me get these yonkers out. Jesus. Oh, you didn't see that. They were
What did you do?
real.
I actually didn't see that.
They were real. They were real. Oh, damn.
God damn.
Yeah. So yeah. For those who don't know Lucas. Oh, well, Lucas. Also, you are not English in the English.
Yeah, I am.
Data League.
Once again, another guest that isn't English. I am Swedish.
Yeah, we did have this complaint
Unbelievable.
actually. We had a complaint that everybody has been.
Bajan's racist. Did you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That we've only had.
Sorry, not Bajan.
Bajan 99. Yeah, so we need to get more straight white males from England. That's bold with England tattoos. That's what's been said. So.
Who has England tattoos?
Oh yeah. I don't know.
I could get one, I suppose. Maybe for the pod. Maybe if we
What,
get
an England
1,000
tat?
viewers.
Well,
Yeah, I'll get an IDL tat.
Lowground podcast tattoo.
IDL tat.
Yeah, I'll get an
IDL
IDL tat. Whatever the current image is of the server, I'll get that.
Oh my
currently
God.
It's horrific.
The stakes would be high.
Stamp.
The stakes would be very high. Yeah, so as well, Lucas, you sometimes come to the UK. So if you come into the next trap house, Lucas hopefully will be there.
Probably.
I don't know
As
about
long as
your.
I get enough notice ahead so I can book the time off.
Yeah, and we'll be talking more about the trap house later. For those.
Oh, will we? Is that on the thingy?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. For
Okay,
those who
yeah.
haven't been to a trap house before, or because there has been a few people who are coming, Bajan maybe one of them, who haven't been to the previous trap house. So a bit of an
We can
introduction.
go a little primer on what we do.
Yeah.
We basically just get really drunk and take embarrassing pictures of each other. So,
Yeah.
but you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
But
You
me
don't
and
have
Henry
to.
Matt on a
did.
leash.
Me and
Yeah.
Henry did.
There's a lot of talking about Dota and a lot of.
There is a lot of that.
If you think you're too socially awkward, trust me, you're coming to the right place because everybody
Yeah.
is socially awkward.
Everyone's kind of just in their section. Yeah. Sometimes different rooms.
Yeah. Everyone. Yeah. Anyway, we'll go over that later. Let's go over the matches to start with.
Where do we start? Was it the games where we were recording at the same time?
Yes, this is Goo Crew
the
versus
Goo Crew.
Yeah, 2 Alexes,
Really?
and the first game was this. No, it was this one. Yeah, because they had a late
Primal
start.
Beast
Didn't they?
involved.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just gonna have to take this jumper off while you go over the start of this game.
Yeah.
Henry's just
Right.
getting naked, guys. Oh, he's going off camera. Boo!
Boo.
Boo! Come back,
Yeah.
you coward!
So
I'm not getting undressed.
no, yeah, okay.
I'm
Should we
refused.
start talking about the game?
Yeah, so
I don't
if I
remember this one
recall,
particularly.
I don't either because we were recording when this game occurred originally. Let me get it up on my screen. Hang on one sec. So we're seeing more and more of this bloody clockwork first pick. Like, who does that? Like, my
This,
team would never.
yeah, I was gonna say this Goku lineup is basically their their heroes that they play every game. So
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they care about what roles they play either,
yeah,
really,
no.
It
which is
seems
really
it seems
annoying.
kind of busted because you can't even ban them out. Like, who do you
It's not
ban
very
out if
fair.
you've?
I don't think it's very fair that they can play all the roles.
You have to
No.
hero ban for them.
Yeah, but like, let's say you're banning heroes for, I don't know, the offlane and Butterbeans is playing it. Maybe you're banning different heroes than if Ed's playing it, and if there's not many heroes that they share. I guess
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Bristleback and Clock.
they do have a fair bit of shared heroes like Bristleback, Clockwork, and then
Yeah,
It does seem like they got a lot of what they wanted,
OD.
though.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the nature of their team is
Yeah.
they'll always get something they want because there's too much things to ban.
yeah. I think it's just kind of Charlie's drafted a really good team for that. Like, it's part of the skill is drafting, and he's done it really well. Otherwise, you have to ban out people switching roles mid-game or like mid-series, for example. So, if people are saying,
Yeah.
"Oh, I want to pick the ogre and play it mid rather than offlane," like, you can't do that, which is kind of undermines the point of Dota, really. So, I think this is just a
Yeah.
really strong team, and they just
It is definitely a very strong team. I look forward to playing them in the finals, to be honest. So,
ooh, fighting talk.
Bold.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, look, we're on a 4-game win streak, but that's spoilers, so
yeah, true.
we'll get there.
We can only win one game a series, our team.
Yeah, yeah,
We
It's
can only
legally
win after
binding.
60 minutes, so we've all got problems.
yeah. This game was pretty tough. Although Yam did have a pretty nice like.
It looks like Yam had a decent game.
Yeah, at one
like,
point
Yeah,
I thought this TA was gonna carry.
That's like all I remember from this game is
yeah,
playing
it
well.
looks like everything kind of fell apart, unfortunately, other than TA.
Yeah, I mean the lanes.
You're picking lane-winning heroes in the Primal and the Razor, and then you're losing lane, which is kind of rough.
They do have some kind of primal counters in the supports on Goku though, because like what's primal gonna do into
Yeah,
brambles
picking the
and
Viper on the 18 is really rough. That really sucks to play into. Because I
Yep.
think at that point, if you didn't have the Viper and say you had the Primal TA, and they pick, so say you had a different hero on 18 for mid for the Gukru, and they pick Lifestealer last, then you can just be like, oh, we'll put Razor in the off lane against this, and we'll put Primal mid against whatever.
Yeah.
And then, so like there was be a bit more maneuvering you could do, but it looks like the Viper just sort of cut that out. So yeah, good drafting, I think.
I thought they could have picked Viper themselves, to be honest, because they picked. Oh, sorry. What was I
Yeah,
gonna
they
say?
could have done. They could have picked it on 17.
They could, yeah, but I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is what I wanted to say. I thought maybe
No,
they
that
could have
actually
picked
looks
it.
like a decent pick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it would have meant that they couldn't take it themselves, and it counts the bristle, and
And it counts as a clock as well. It's
Yeah.
hard for clock to go in on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a decent idea, but unfortunately it didn't pan out like that. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so that is
Oh,
the first
well.
game. Second game was. Oh, this was the.
Curry OD game.
Yeah, this was the longer
Oh,
one. That
yeah.
was. Yeah, I mean Jasper OD.
once again 3 of the same
What
heroes.
did they ban
plus
out? They
the
banned
other-
out
the other two.
Underlord, Viper. Yeah, I like this Prophet ban. Edscape's been
Yeah.
incredible on it all season. They did get the Necro on Moose, which has been his ranked. I mean, to be honest, they got like a load of comfort picks here.
Yeah, they
Yeah, I
did.
mean, they're
I
not
think both these drafts look pretty even, to be honest.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah,
I would have
For
liked.
the most part, the game it seems like it's not like. insanely- I mean like they seem slightly ahead for most of it, and then there's
Yeah.
some higher dips for it, but otherwise it's.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, once you get sort of past 40 minutes, any mistake you make is sort of
Yeah.
amplified by quite a large margin, and it seems like a couple of those maybe happened. And it was just at that point, you get the Bristol near the base, and you'll just start tearing it up.
yeah, and Charlie was like all season. To be fair, he's been picking this Slardar mid, and it's been doing.
I hate it. I
Yeah.
hate it so much. Because it's not a natural thing for me yet to think of Slardar and be like, oh yeah, that's going mid. I just assume it's Slardar,
Yeah.
it's in the offlane. Because why wouldn't I? That's what it's been forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, forever and ever. Like, So I don't like it, but it's obviously working because it cuts out a load of the mid pool. If you've already picked a melee mid, it's just like, well, this is a free game to pick the slot on mid.
Yeah.
So it just makes life a lot easier.
Yeah.
What do you think about not banning the bristle against Goku? Because they led it through to the second phase both times.
Like I said, there's too many things to ban against.
But bristle feels like such an easy pick to just make it
I don't
work.
understand the
There's-
Underlord ban.
It's Josh. Plays it quite
Yeah,
a bit.
But
Makes a
like
lot of
that means Josh
movement.
has to play one place and that you know what else you're getting a bit more. Like banning, I like banning Viper. I just think they need a bristle ban because
To be honest, this is something I wanted to bring up later, but that's why I'm tending to wanting to leave Wraith King in when I don't have it. Because I personally don't think it's that good, but it seems like a lot of people want to just pick it, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you go ahead.
It was like insanely meta for a while, right? And now I feel like it's dropped slightly
I
in favor of other
think
things.
maybe it's just like from what I've been saying to people is I
oh
just
my
think
god,
Wraith King's
I
kind
haven't
of
had my fucking screen on. I'm an absolute
Have you
brick.
not?
Let me just no, sorry.
Oh,
Let me
that's
just
okay.
quickly
That's okay.
go back to the first game so you guys can see what we're on about. Very sorry.
Yeah, I
guys.
think Wraith King is kind of just idiot proof. I don't think it's actually that good. I just think it's very hard to fuck up. And that's the reason that people are picking it so early is because I guess you can kind of just slot it into wherever, but I don't know if it's actually that good. Like especially if you counter it in the lane. Sure, it can go jungle, but then you're
It
getting a
farms
free
very
lane.
quickly with the skeletons, right? So it's easy to come back.
It does, but that has a consequence. If you don't win your lane on Wraith King, and then you go to jungle, you're taking farm away from other people
suppose.
who are the 1 and 2 supposedly. You're not really playing offlane at that point. So it's like a sort of like that sort of tinker effect where you start vacuuming up money on the map, which maybe you shouldn't be taking. But yeah, I don't know. I don't rate it actually. I'm not a fan of the Wraith King 3.
I don't play it, so I've no clue.
I mean, you
No,
can't
me
argue with the
neither.
stats though. The Hero 3 has a 59% win rate. Like it is.
It has in pubs, yeah. It was uncontested at the most recent pro tournament.
Yeah.
That wasn't picked or banned.
Yeah, I guess so. It is just a bit of a brick and it soaks.
It is a Brit, exactly. It's like I'd liken it to Bristleback, where it's just sort of like he does his thing, right? And that's kind of
He does very similar thing to Bristleback, where like attacking him just causes your team to be mega slowed because
yeah. He's just a
eventually you'll get his
blob.
ultimate. Everyone
He's a
will be
blob.
slowed.
He is a blob in the fight that you don't really want to go on, but you also can't really ignore.
What was it we were saying about Underlord? The slug. Something
He's a
about.
slug,
No,
fucking slug.
no, but what did we say? There was like a saying we had the other day in the
Oh,
game.
I
You know
can't
what I
remember.
mean?
Someone,
You know what I mean, though.
I do know what you mean.
Someone
Yeah,
comment the
remember
slug thing that was
something.
going on.
yeah. Someone will comment. Someone will remind us of like slug whore or something like that. I can't remember.
Slug whore.
I can't remember.
Imagine Slughorn cosplay. That'd be quite good. Underlord. Oh my God, Lucas, can you do Slughorn
Underlord
next time?
OnlyFans?
Slughorn Underlord cosplay. But then how do you even? I reckon. Wait.
You'd have to be really
fine.
big and have extra legs because he has 4 legs and 2 arms.
Yeah.
See, someone's done it. Underlord
There's no
cosplay.
way someone's done an Underlord
Someone's done
cosplay.
it.
That's crazy.
Banned by Reddit. Oh, that is kind of sick.
Okay,
Actually.
that's decent,
Yeah,
but like you got to get the arms and legs in there, like you
Yeah.
know.
She can't. She has to be slugging around.
You have to
You know.
slug her. I mean, we say slug, but Underlord
No!
actually.
Oh wait, no, that's
Look
the.
at it. Yeah, I know.
That
But
was the TI thing.
so he's got 4 legs and has he got 6 legs? Am I crazy? How many legs has he got?
Do you count the big leg hidden behind the sheath?
Oh, they're like what are they?
I think he's got 4 legs and 2 arms. I
Yeah,
think.
he's got like
Yeah, 4
gorilla
legs and 2
knuckle
arms.
hands.
Oh my
yeah, he
God, I didn't
does.
even notice
I
that.
never noticed that.
Underlord Dota 2 feet. I mean, it
Henry.
gave us the goods.
Uh.
What is this?
Ugh. Is that what he used to look like in Dota 1 maybe?
Oh my.
Something like that.
That is Pit Lord.
Oh, I don't like that.
That is kind of disgusting. Do not do a cosplay on Pit Lord.
No.
What the hell is that? Why is feet pointing inwards?
Yeah, why are they going inwards? That's bad for his joints, I think.
Oh, whoops. Dota 1. Was that his model?
Yeah, it's
No,
good
his model's...
That's
That's his
Manor
model.
Oath.
Oh wait, that was his icon, wasn't it?
Asgalore.
6.44. Do you remember the earliest patch I remember was 6.86. Oh,
The earliest one I remember is 6183. That's what I remember. I remember that was my first patch, I think.
yeah, this is
Just
what
after
game looks like.
CI4. It was just after CI4, and it was when they added in the comeback shit.
Dota
So there's a
2.
lot of sniper. Yeah, a lot of sniper, a lot of juggernaut. Because
So it looked
basically,
like that, didn't
before
it? Oh
this
my
patch,
god.
yeah, before this patch, there wasn't a comeback mechanic at all. So
Mm.
there wasn't like, so it wasn't, so if you were 10k ahead at 10 minutes, there was no like bonus gold or anything if you got a kill. It was just
No, you
flat.
just
Everything
yeah.
was flat. So because of this patch, sniper was so popular because you basically just turtle high ground and wait for the enemy team to fuck up. And because it was the first patch with the comeback mechanics, they were way overtuned. So you'd lose one fight and it would swing like 20k the other way.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So that's what this meta was. It was awful. Everyone hated it. I remember.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, back to the
Anyway,
links.
where
And
were we? Where were we?
apologies
Yes,
for not showing you guys the first game. First game was this one, real quick. It was Jasper with a
yeah.
stand-up performance on Lifestealer, and then they just the unbannable team against a Yam carry doing their best. But
Yeah.
unfortunately not quite enough.
And then game 2 is relatively similar, to be honest.
Yep.
Similar archetype of draft. Goku kind of do one thing and they do it well, so...
Yeah, and they won a big fight at the end, and that was kind of that. So, well done, Gukru. Congratulations, you're
Gukru.
season 40 champions. Next series was Pandemonium versus Strong Opinions Daily Regrets. First game
Yes,
was...
opinions with 2 subs as well. Right?
Ah, yes.
Yeah, they
Monkey
had...
and Bojo.
Yeah, Monty and Bojo instead of G... No, they had GNZ. Who's there? Kira and
Kira.
Custard.
Yep.
So...
I'd say pretty even sub in, but obviously not having the benefit of being in the team and having that.
Yeah, that's like
Coercion.
subs did really well.
Yeah, subs did fire, and I just want to say, I thought Kiwi was absolutely standout on this Muerta, like doing bits. Obviously, everybody else was doing the part, and another standout performance from Monty, but I just thought Kiwi played unbelievably this game.
Yeah, can I just have a look? I'm just looking at a draft order. Oh, is this the game where they just slammed the anti-mage second to last in the second phase? Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a really odd place to be picking anti-mage. He's the sort of hero you either need to 18 pick him, so at the end of the second phase, or like overall last. Like, because you need to protect this hero, and you need to sort of kind of pick it in the perfect game. Otherwise, you get countered by Legion Commander and Sven, who just do a million physical damage, and then you can't play the game.
Yep.
Like, and it's already hard enough, I would say, into Muerta. I think Muerta's really annoying for AM.
Yeah.
But maybe it was just an Ari being like, yeah, that one, yeah, sure. That one,
Sure. Do you want anti-mage?
Sure.
Nathan's like, Aaron, you want anti-mage? Sure.
Sure.
So yeah,
it looks like the game just slipped away. Like there wasn't really much fight. I think Nathan had a really rough mid lane here.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a look at
and
the...
then it just like post 10 minutes, it was just a case of Sven farming everything, Monty running around killing people.
Yeah, I mean, Jeansy and Kiwi like bossed this AM lane.
Yeah,
like it was.
Yeah,
they just kind of farmed the Jakira and.
That's rough. Oh god, yeah, Jakira's net worth's real bad and 3 deaths as well.
And then just it meant because Jeansy was so big, it meant that Ari was kind of having to be a bit more careful, and then.
Well, yeah, and also Nathan, he can't play the map, can he? Because he's just going to get jeweled. Like
exactly. Did Nathan go like?
How do you play the map?
Lincoln's.
You go which way? Yeah, you got to go Lincoln's towards the end, but it's maybe too late against this team. But like the Storm has so many items he kind of needs. Like it's really difficult if you're in a defensive game on Storm. Like people keep saying about Disruptor being really hard from behind, but there's cores that are like that as well, and Storm is definitely one of them. Because it just you feel really like impotent. You try and go in, you use half your mana. They've taken like 100 damage, and then you have to zip out, and then you've used everything, and like nothing's happened. It can feel like that a lot on Storm. That's why I don't like playing the hero, because it's so mana dependent. It's not necessarily your play. Like you kind of just have to use the resources and hope you can pull something out of the bag.
Yep. Second game then was the
same.
Yeah, so the pick order in this one.
Oh yeah, no.
Was the Sand King
the Pandemonium one.
Yes, yeah. Pandemonium.
Oh
on the Switch.
hell, okay. Oh yeah, this was the DK. I remember watching this game because they picked the DK. I think was it on the 18 pick? They picked it.
It was pretty. Yes, it was 18. Yeah.
Yeah, so that is like that's a sick pick. That's the game winning pick there. That 18 pick DK.
Yeah.
That one because
boring.
at that point where they've picked it, there's no counters for this Frost DK, and then they go ahead and last pick Necro into it, which is just fucking bonkers. You're picking it into like an 80% heal reduction hero. And like he got the Mage Slayer in the blink. Necro is not a hero at all then. And like Tiny can only do so much. He'll get kited as well. Like Tiny, you don't really want to build a BKB as is.
Yeah. Did Monty
If you can
build
avoid it.
one in the end? No.
And he didn't. No, but like then you just get kited to fuck because you get slowed by 100%.
Yeah.
And you have to play into cogs, and then that's not even mentioning the bloody Sand King hero that we've all been gushing about all season. Like they got Sand King in second pick, which is crazy.
Yeah. No, the Sand King was first pick by Pandemonium.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Sorry. Okay, that does make more sense to be fair.
They banned out the Deucer second phase, which I didn't mind, but I think that Ari had a like big comeback performance in this game. TB,
Yeah,
I didn't know where
yeah,
TB
really
was in the meta, but this
TB is
like
first pickable in the meta in the pro
oh, I
games. At least.
see. Okay, I mean, it
Like
was
pros
bonkers
love
strong.
TB. They love like the pro meta for carries is in this order: TA, Morph, TB. Like those three are they're the top three,
Yeah.
like big three carries right now.
I don't see him very much.
TB
Not
guy?
in these games, no. I think a lot of people, including myself, aren't confident enough to pick him because it's scary to play. Because you have to kind of play really close to the edge a lot of the game. And if your lane doesn't go well, it can be difficult to come back on a hero that has 600 health.
Yes.
So, at least with Morphling, you can have 600 health and then suddenly have 3,000.
Yeah, I played TB offlane the other day.
Hard.
Let's just say I was
not for you.
It was well, I was just an absolute brick on him. But it is quite funny. Like sometimes I think I was playing against an Ursa, who
that's
just
hard.
went.
That's a hard matchup.
Yeah, he just went on me at one point in the game, found me, but then somehow I got a Sunder off on him, and I was literally on 15 health, and then I just one popped him accidentally. Like I wasn't even trying to click him, and I was like, oh, all right.
That happened to me last time I played TB against the Kez. He came rushing in at me, and like he did his whole silence bash nonsense, and I think I must have been at like 50 health. And yeah, I just I meted, got the Thunder off, and I just one tapped him, and he's like, what the hell?
God damn it!
You can't do that.
Drat!
He did all this,
Your bullshit hero beat my bullshit hero.
Yeah, he did all this work, and I was just like, actually, how about no health? But no, I do like TB. I would like to pick more of this hero for myself. I think it's actually generally quite a stable hero.
Do it.
And I do, like on the opposite end, I think Mars might be the kiss of death for drafts this season. It feels like Mars is like unpickable right now, and I don't really know why.
He gets like heavily pushed out of lane, and then
yeah, and once you get pushed out of lane, what do you do? Like you can't play the game because like he's one of those he needs to be ahead heroes because if you're not, you're just an arena which people kind of just stand in and then they fight you.
Yeah,
I'd kill you
So,
still.
an arena.
Yeah. So it's hard. I think I don't rate Mars at all. I think him and Underlord have had really shocking performances so far this season.
Slimy slug.
Can we look up Mars feet as well?
Mars. Oh, hello. Sorry, Underlord's there again. Mars.
Oh, hold on, let me get the pipe.
Oh yeah. You said you were gonna. Oh hell no. You said you were gonna play Kunkka carry and make Kunkka meta again. All you've done is put Kunkka on the podcast.
Look, hey, I have a better one. Okay, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Whoa, Mars didn't have to have those grippers. Hold on. What in the skippers? He has an absolute claws.
Anyway, let's go back to the games. We're getting distracted again. I'm gonna take this beard off. I'm gonna do a chin strap. I'm gonna do a Lincoln.
That's fine. We've got your games now. So
oh, is this?
This was your.
Yeah. Oh, this was fun.
There
This
you
was a fun game. Yeah,
Yeah.
this was a fun game. I got Monkey King, which is nice. I like Monkey King. We very nearly threw this game.
Yeah.
Really close.
You can tell. Yeah.
Very
I
nearly.
think you did
but I
throw
think-
it, and then somehow.
Yeah, so my recollection, I don't actually remember this game a whole lot. What I do remember is we bungled one high ground and then suddenly the game felt really difficult. And also, Semel on Storm is ban worthy. He shouldn't get that hero. He's actually very, very good on it. And he was behind a lot of the time, a lot of this game. Or sort of drawing even with our cause, but like he was just a real menace, and that let Ellie get back into the game on the drow. To which point I was getting sort of one or two shot. But luckily we had this annoying hero called Nature's Prophet who hit level 25 at a certain point. So we managed to I think that was probably a good reason why we managed to win in the end, was just the Nature's Prophet. Because when we drafted, I don't think we had enough initiation. I know we had a shaker, but like that was kind of all we had. So it felt really difficult to get a fight started.
Yeah. Daggy's been really punching up this season, I will say.
Oh yeah, Daggy's been diffing.
I mean, we
hard.
saw it. Maybe we'll cover it.
Oh, we will get there. We'll get there. We've got a clip. We've got a clip to show. The great. Yeah, dude, I'll send it to you. But yes,
I think I watched it at work actually. It was something to do.
The greatest Daggy diff clip we're gonna see.
We'll cover it on the net and when we get there.
Yeah, we will cover
second game. This was
Let me just see if I remember.
Again, it was another.
Was it my TA game?
Yeah, it was another 80-minute special from you, but it was just a clean.
Yeah,
it was a pretty clean press.
Yeah, this one was a lot more straightforward on my end. I think Monkey sometimes it can feel really difficult to pressure just because you need to put yourself out there. At least with TA, you've got this big old shield which you can kind of rely on. But it was annoying because after a certain point they had this fucking invoker nonsense with refreshers and ags and shit, which was just really difficult to play into. We got quite out a couple of times.
Down for it though, didn't they?
No, but all they needed was one like duel, and then one person instantly dies. Like that's kind of what we were experiencing a lot of the time. But yeah, this game we managed to eke it out. It was a lot more comfy, and yeah, getting to play TA and Monkey back to back is kind of cool. I wasn't expecting to get to play either of those heroes.
Yeah, two of your specials. I will say that I don't think Invoker Support is a hero at the minute.
It's really strong for a bit.
No, me and Bajan absolutely bodied them bot. I didn't get any clips from this game, but Bajan got like many good, and I say good cogs. He got like 4 bounce cogs or 5 bounce cogs off like in the lane, and it was just like I was cackling watching him do it. I was missing CS the whole way. I was just watching Bajan play the lane while I was just sitting there farming. It's a joy to behold.
I mean, Lucas, you are right in that, like, Invoker Support was pretty strong. I mean,
yeah, when the Gluttony got the AoE bonus, it was,
and even before, like when Vessel was in its good state as well. As an
I think it's just so hard because you can't trade because you've got no damage. If he had a bit more damage, you could maybe make it work.
He seems to live and breathe with items. Like it depends on if there are items available that are good on him.
And you can't really justify a 40 damage level 1 hero that's going to rush an Atos, and not be able to farm an Atos because he hasn't got any spells to farm it because he's got an Exort. So he's maybe got a Chaos Meteor every minute. It's like, how do you? It seems really difficult to justify the hero, I think.
I mean, even though, even back in the day, he was a weak laner, but he kind of made up for it with everything else was so good, and like the timing with the Vessel was good. But now he's even weaker in lane. It's like
you'd be going Wex as well, wouldn't you? So you'd always have the utility because Wex has access to a lot more useful spells. Like the only really utility spell you get is Ice Wall, and I think we all know how awkward Ice Wall is to use. It's like it's such a tiny range from you, and you have to angle it. It's not practical to use in a fight. So. Yeah, I think they had a good showing overall, and especially Semel. I think Semel was the standout player. I'd hesitate to call him the MVP of the series because obviously they didn't win the series, but I do think he had a really, really good performance in both games. And I spoke to him afterwards, and he said something similar. He said he wasn't really even that down about it because he knew he played well, and I think that's good. If you can be like that after a 2-0 loss, I think that's
showing
good.
Of character.
I think. Yeah, I think so.
Seeing as there was one of our friends, well, maybe I wouldn't say friends, but podcast guests Dr. Valipius was on the Wind Ranger.
Yeah.
And we actually have Wind Ranger again on the podcast today. So how is, how is Wind? Have you played Wind recently? Either of you,
You
actually?
know, I played it a little bit when they changed the facets around.
Mm.
It's over the past few weeks. It seems to have gotten a lot stronger. They
I
play
love it.
basically every game.
Yeah, I think people have got used to playing with it because now people have realized you kind of just need a setup stun and then you can
Yeah.
just kill people. Like,
Yeah.
that's kind of what we were thinking. You can kind of just fit it in a lot of drafts. It's not a super
Yeah,
it's
especially if
not
you
a
have
super
Cog.
specialized hero, but it does a bit of everything,
Yeah, if you have
Mhm.
Cogs,
which is nice.
it like works very well with that because you'll
Yeah, and Sand King
gale
was the
them
other
in.
thing. We were
Yeah,
thinking you blink stun someone, you can always
yeah.
follow up with the shackle.
We can always
I'd love
gale them
love
into the
shackles.
Cogs, right?
Oh,
Mhm.
that's good. Yeah, I like that.
I think the Ag Shard is absolutely busted on this hero.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
busted. I really want to try in like a pub, Darkseer and Wind Ranger because you can run at them with Iron Shell with ult and you do like twice the damage, and also you can just push everybody into a wall so that everyone has to sprint into the
Oh.
wall. And if they try and go back out of the wall, anytime they turn around to just cast a spell, they get pushed back into the wall.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
that could be quite good.
That sounds pretty good. I mean, usually when you think of Darkseid, you think you need a melee for, but I suppose
Mm.
maybe that's an exception.
Mm.
There was actually this game. Floppiest got I didn't get a clip of it either, but he did get a two-person kill with one power shot.
Ooh, very nice.
It was dirty.
Yeah,
Very, very good.
some nice hero. Holy hero! Oh, it's Zeus. Okay. Still.
Yeah, I know, right? You look at it and you're like, God damn! But oh yeah, like, he just shits that damage. Yeah, all right. He did have a rapier at the end, which we didn't know
Yeah.
about until I spoke to him.
Yeah.
We didn't realize he'd gone quite so
Did he
hard.
go magic rapier?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't lightning hands. Oh, he didn't even have the
No,
shard.
no.
Lightning hands
Not this
rapier.
game.
To be fair, shard would have been decent on magic rapier.
I think Shard is probably pretty decent on Zeus still. It's not like every
Yeah.
game, but I think it's like a decent way to farm for free that you
Yeah,
don't
it
need to spend
is.
mana. Like it's
Yeah,
probably alright.
I think it's really good for 1400 gold. Come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. Right, next game. So this was Tidebound versus Nathan's team. So
God, I
in
don't
fact,
remember this
have
one.
I missed a? Have I
What the
missed
hell happened to
a?
the imps in that game? Why is there so many zeros?
I've missed a. Okay,
Have you missed one?
I think I missed a game because there's a.
So hold on, it was my team versus.
Yeah, there's an extra. I'll find it in a minute. Anyway, Nathan's team versus Tidebound. First game was this one.
No, this is the next one. This is the next one.
This one.
So yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. Okay. So
So what Invoker's back? Hey, look at that.
Yeah.
let me just say this: Ember
Yeah, go
Spirit,
on.
maybe not the best, but a top 3 mid laner of the current patch. I think it's fair
Yeah.
to say. Kensudo, a top 1 Ember Spirit globally. So let's
Yeah,
not
okay.
give this guy Ember Spirit
Part
because
one
this guy is
globally.
unbelievable
With
at Ember Spirit.
The Kensido fan club in the Twitch chat every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true actually. Yeah, Henry's leading the charge in that.
Yeah, I mean,
Gushing over
last time he
Kensudo.
1v5'd them and got an ultra kill. With last time we saw
Yeah.
his Ember Spirit. So, yeah,
Yeah.
this was pretty good.
It was a close game, I think.
Mm.
This was a really like back and forth game. And like the reason that they let them get the Ember was because Andrew knew he had last overall pick. And he
Mhm.
did counter it with this bounty hunter mid. And that's
Yep.
a really, really strong lane counter.
Mm.
But you can't translate. I've played a little bit of this bounty mid, and I don't think you can really translate the hero into the mid game properly. I just don't think it works.
I mean, Sean had a
Like,
baller game. I didn't even notice
he did.
this.
Yeah, so
18
if you look like in the middle of the
Yeah.
game, like the game really swung quite heavily into Tidebound. That would be where the track sort of takes effect.
Yeah,
Where they
it's like
start getting
5
track kills, and then they
in
can
a
start
row.
balling out.
Right.
But it looks like there was a really pivotal team fight right as the game swung.
Mm.
And I think that makes sense because if you look at the team fight on the Radiant side versus the Dire side, like the Dire side basically has nothing. They have Stone Gaze,
Yeah.
and that's kind of it.
Mm.
And this is a Stone Gaze. This is a Medusa who's playing into a support Wex Invoker. So
Yes.
Jay was this
Yeah, I know.
Medusa's fucking bane for the whole game.
Yeah.
I think he was just running around EMPing it like the whole game.
Yeah, did Jay just get a shard straight away?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think he probably bought it as soon as he could. I think he rushed the 4-star.
Oh my god, he got a shard at 20 minutes. Literally
Yeah.
exactly as soon as he could get it, he got it.
No, it's 15.
Yeah,
You can get
as
it.
soon as he could afford
I
it,
thought
I
they
think,
changed it to
because he bought all
20.
these small items.
No, it's
No, it's
15.
15.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's sick. He got that pretty early.
But yeah,
5 minutes late.
Yeah.
I think he had a good showing. I think the stats aren't gonna really reflect that, unfortunately, for Invoker, because
I mean, it's
he
24 assists.
24 assists. It's good stats, but I think his impact probably is less tangible than than it shows in the stats. Oh, sorry, it's more tangible. Sorry, than it shows in stats. So he did more. I think.
Yeah, G and Ollie had a
But
really
G
good.
had a really good game.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It
God
was
damn, I
it was
love G.
pretty. It was pretty fruity. This
G back
Deucer
to
got
carry.
a new bumhole, opened
Yeah.
up, sniper climbed in there, had a little look around, fired an
That would be
assassinate,
fine.
and then that was it.
Well, this is the thing, right? Because Deucer hasn't got a way to play into Sniper. There's
No.
literally no way. Like, Sniper plays from the other side of the screen. If you want to get him, you have to stone gaze and run at him. And then he's, like, never going to let you get close.
Yeah.
So Tiny's kind of the only solution they've got there. Because Tusk, unfortunately, if this Sniper is ahead, Tusk will just die to
I
Sniper.
can't really get into range before you can.
No. And if you snowball, you have to get a blink punch and hope your team can follow up. If they can't, you die instantly, and then you don't get the sniper anyway. It's really difficult. Really difficult game for Tidebound here.
Twas.
I think Bounty was an inspired choice, though.
Yeah. However, second game they managed to have a comeback win. So they let the Deucer through. In fact, this is like
Oh, I remember this
team
game, yeah.
absolutely meta busted versus team. I'm gonna pick my best hero possible.
Yeah, team, let's pick whatever.
This is Sean's best carry. It's probably Lifestealer. Andrew's best
Yep.
mid could be Pango. Nelson's best is Tide. Okay, if this was a Tusk, I mean,
Yeah, that's not.
game.
Yeah, that
But
were a
then
Tusk,
Frenzy's
I'd
best
say,
is
I'd
probably
agree.
Shaman. So it's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick all my best heroes,
And then you've
let them
got
pick whatever
fucking
they
Sand
want.
King Deucer TA on the other team.
TA.
Like, the techies might be a bit of an oddball pick, but that's JJ. You can't really tell him what to do.
Yeah, I remember Ollie playing really well on the
Mm,
clockwork in this game.
yeah. Unfortunately to no avail, because in the end it was like raid boss Sean.
Yeah.
I think sometimes
Plus a Pango as well. Like,
Yeah.
Pango's such a nightmare for these heroes to deal with.
yeah, this season Sean's been pretty unlucky with, like, sometimes he'll have games where it just feels a bit like the tempo of the game and the hero are not matching up, so it just feels flat, and there's never a time when he can get in the game. But in this
Yeah.
series, I think Sean, like, properly carried.
Well, I mean, let's be real. This team is built around Andrew. So, like, Andrew's always going to get the pick priority in terms of, like, he's going to get the most advantageous pick he can.
Yeah.
In all situations. So, that is just the thing that's probably where you're thinking, where you're seeing this not line up, is like at the start of the draft, they're like, we'll pick Sean's hero here like this. And then maybe a little bit later on, they have to pivot and switch to a slightly different style, which doesn't fit him as well. But this draft, I think that the Lifestealer fits him really perfectly with both other cores they've got and the supports, because there's a lot of like weird like physical damage and minus armor shit that's going on, and then you've got the immense lockdown from Tide and Shaman, like everything, and Pango, like everything sort of is actually really good to enable this Lifestealer this game.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's a good draft.
Agreed.
Well done.
Very even in kills.
Very even.
But it was pretty even game overall.
This game was a knife stage. This could have easily gone either way, I think.
Yeah. Although Radiant did win lanes, as you can see, like.
It did.
Always.
Yeah, I remember Kensudo kind of bodied Andrew mid. Like it was a bit of a rough showing, because Andrew, who plays against Deucer mid, right? Like I don't think he quite knew what he was getting into.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was pretty tough, but a good performance from Andrew later on in the game, I think, that kind of
for sure
turned the tides of the game and allowed Sean to just kind of roam around. And also Nelson's Tide. I mean, Nelson's Tide. Enough said.
Yeah.
Enough said.
Tossed in.
Next series was Lucas and I against My Kingdom Come for Hurricane Fire. Okay.
Yeah, okay, this game. I did the most damage in the
guys,
game.
I'll let you guys talk about this. Yeah, I'll let you go ahead.
I had the most damage in the game.
Lucas did the most damage in the game. Okay, this whole series was an intergroup, and it was Lucas mid against Jace mid. Now, we interpreted that as a, we're gonna just like the whole series is a bit of a joke series, and we're just gonna kind of piss around. And then after the first game, we realized that they were picking all of their best heroes and trying hard, super hard. And the second game, we tried really hard and picked all our best heroes, and they thought we were gonna play a joke team into them. So it was like, yeah.
1-1.
I don't think you. Right? Can I just go for my perspective on this game? Because I think the support TA actually looked decent.
Thank you.
It was okay.
Thank you.
I don't think you had the right heroes for it.
No.
I think if you had a few more stuns on the other heroes of your team, I think you maybe would have looked a lot hotter. And also, you probably should pair it with the AUK going forward, just because it's minus armor on minus armor.
Oh, that's a good point. We didn't think about
that. But regardless, yeah, I think the support TA looked good. I also think the carry Underlord looks pretty damn good. Like, when it looked good, it looked hot.
Yeah.
But yeah, unfortunately, you guys got ganked by tryhards here.
Yeah.
So
Lucas did pretty well. I'm not gonna lie. Like, after
I think the lane went really well for Lucas.
Yeah,
the lane went alright.
Going into the I mean, the lane went even better in the second one, but going into the series, I was like, I've not really seen Lucas play any mid. I was like, we'll just see what happens. Like,
I've barely seen me play any mid.
yeah, but I was really impressed. I'm not gonna lie. I was really impressed. Like, the only thing I could see creeping into your game was you being wanting to be a support and like saving your teammates. Yeah. You'd run in and be like, "No, please, I need it," and then you'd be like, "Oh shit, wait, I'm the gore."
Oh no, I'm feeding. Oh no.
But like, you were doing the most on our team. So
yeah, Pete had a real tragic game. I don't really want to bring it up too much, but my goodness, it was really. I'm sorry.
There was quite a few self stuns in the game.
There were so many self stuns. Oh my god! I think double digits, genuinely. Like double digits self stuns. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't want to harp on too much.
No, I don't want to take anything away from this, from the Ops as well, because the Ops played an amazing series. I mean, look at these crazy imps.
Yeah, it's a lot of imps there.
I mean,
why can't I get imp like that?
This, you know, Jerry's card might have been a. Let me just hold on. I don't want to spoil anything, so let me just put my blocker on again. But let me just have a look at the team of the week. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Jerry did get a card for
How
this.
did Pizza not?
Jason as well, right?
Well, let's move on to the second game, shall we?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Hey. Oh. Well, yeah, this was just reversing the roles, I think. They picked a last pick.
Literally.
Oh, hold on. Quick pause.
Yeah.
Jace was incredible this series. Let's play.
Jace
Press
did
play.
Pretty well.
Yeah, this game we had Joe's best hero, we had Lucas's best mid, we had Pete's best offlane, we had Orion's special, and then we had my best support. So, aside from Marcy, but Marcy's in the bin right now.
Yeah,
so I feel
you tried to really hard to get my team to ban Marcy against you, and I'm just like, bro, you can fucking have it. I don't care.
Yeah, it stinks, bro. It stinks.
And we called your bluff, and you were just like, all right, no, we're not gonna pick it.
Yeah. It is so bad, and also it's bad into all of Asian's heroes, and I hate it.
Yeah.
Just make Marcy great again. Yeah, this was. Lucas was just running around the map, making so much space with Pete for Joe, and then Joe was making his own space, and then. Oh, it was just. I mean,
your team is like giga snowball team there. Like, there's no two ways about it.
If we don't snowball and crush the game early, we're good.
Yeah, we're shit as players and as as a team. This Doom, I really wanted this. Weirdly, I wanted the Doom to work out, even though I was playing. I was like,
well,
down this
maybe later we'll find something.
We could find something. I don't know. You were a Doom millionaire, Doom billionaire.
Hell's bells.
Hell's bells. Oh, speaking of Hell's bells, this was the casters didn't have like the chat turned on.
Yeah,
I don't know if there's a way, but everybody on both teams was just spamming Hell's bells in the chat before this Doom got picked. It was quality. Yeah, Lucas, your thoughts on the game?
It was fun.
It was.
Are you a mid laner now?
No.
Why not? You did a lot of damage.
You don't want to try and maybe you could be the next one to diff Andrew.
It's fine when it's a more even matchup. Me and Jason.
You don't think you could diff Andrew? You don't think so?
I don't think I go anywhere near diffing Andrew. I think I get tilted off of him denying 85 waves.
Yeah, probably.
What? Are you getting tilted? What are you on about?
No, never.
I thought Jace was so good on this DP as well. Like, what? They only got 360. They were like the most annoying hero in this game.
Yeah. I do think on the topic of Marcy being in the bin, I think Death Prophet might be an even deeper bin.
Yeah, I tried playing it just to see how if I could
uh,
play it mid, and it
yeah,
did not feel
it's
great.
not good. Not good.
Yeah.
No bueno.
Yeah. So those are those two matches, and then I'm just gonna quickly go back onto the Daggy Cleese games because we had.
Yeah, I saw 2 games out. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Here we are. Yeah. So
Oh,
your
baby.
first one was this one, wasn't it?
That one. That's the first one. The
Mm.
best game of the series.
This was the Do Millionaire game.
Oh,
I clicked. I clicked on this
was
game at 20 minutes, and
banging.
you had so like the net worth graph was like everybody, and then it was like line across the screen. Oh my god! Like, yeah, this was
I
just
had
absolute Do
so
Millionaire.
much money that game. That
Like,
was so much fun.
10,000 is the next highest, and you almost had 15,000.
Like, just to say, my team were not very keen on making this, but we had 5 seconds left, and it was like, I was like, and I heard a voice. Lab was like, yeah, go on, do it. And I was like, all right,
Bayesian took
fine, let's fucking
captaincy.
do it. Oh, that's weird. He definitely didn't.
Oh, okay.
Because Frenzy also wasn't, so I don't know what that's about, but yeah.
Yep.
It was very much an off-the-cuff pick, and like I did hear, Nathan told me after the game, yeah, you should have just picked DK. And I was like, oh fuck, yeah, this would have been a fucking sick DK game. So like hindsight obviously is there, but that was a really fun game. I think the actual story of this game, as much as I want it to be about the carry doom, look at the mid lane for me. The who won the lane?
Oh, I think we've got a clip to have a look at. Dire
Yeah,
one middle lane. Oh.
Hang on, let me get you
We
the
have
clip. I've got it here.
3,000 at 10 minutes. 3,700 for Andrew and 4,400 for.
And this isn't like a one thing either. The clip we're going to show you is one thing, but Daggy actually just won the lane.
Yeah, let's
This is like, oh, this is
have a
so
look at this.
funny.
I
quite like this.
Doggy there! Doggy!
Bye bye.
It happened!
Jay's just so excited. Oh, it's so funny.
Finn's now not the highest elo player to get
No.
diffed.
No.
So you're next.
So, in
Here we
order,
go.
it's no. I have never been Daggy diffed, and I've
It was-
played against Daggy quite a few times, so I think I might be immune.
It's
Level
coming.
five.
So in
Yeah.
order, it's Andrew, Finn, then Semmel. Those are the
Yeah.
three top diffs right now.
Wait, did Semmel
But
get diffed?
I didn't think it. Yeah,
Twice.
Semmel was the original. Semmel was the original diff.
Oh.
It happened once
yeah.
in was it the season where we were swarm of ferrets? I can't remember.
I think
that was 2
yeah.
seasons ago. Yeah.
It was a little while ago. But yes,
And
it
then there
it
was, I think there was one this season as well, right?
One sec.
Sure.
I'm really sorry. I have to take a call.
there's been a proper diffing this season.
No.
I think it was just because the last one was the Finn dodging incident.
I thought there was one like when you played
Let me
against
check.
them earlier in this. I can't remember.
Let me check. Hang on.
I was under the impression there was one.
There might have been. Let me have a little scan through
Sorry,
my teams. We played that. Oh no, that was not a Daggy diff. There, no, that one wasn't. That one's kind of.
Maybe not a Daggediff moment, but the Daggediff. Well, no, other way around. Not a Daggediff lane, but maybe a Daggediff. What I was.
I mean,
what I was vaguely
Daggy
remembering.
kinda diffed Pete in our series when we played your team. Yeah, no, I'm not seeing anything, but you might be right. I'm just not seeing it. I might just be blind though. But in any case, yeah, the story of this game was for sure Daggy, because I think even to a point where Daggy wasn't playing super aggressively because they didn't even realize how far ahead they were. Like, I had a lot of money in the lane, like you can see here at 10 minutes. But like Daggy was nipping at my heels with money, and that's without like going on Midas and having Devour. So that's just and I think Daggy got the blink at like 10 minutes or 11 minutes. And I said this in hindsight after the game. I was like, yeah, when you get the blink like that, you kind of just farmed in lane for another 3 minutes. And they were like,
It's too early.
yeah, I guess I did. And I was just like, yeah, in the future, you can just go TP to a lane and kill someone with Shaker. Like, you could just go and kill the carry, just blink slam them. Like,
Hey, sorry.
You good?
He's back.
I just realised I
You look very
definitely muted
excited.
and then realised that if I was definitely muted, the pod wouldn't be able to hear you talk. So hopefully,
Oh.
I didn't actually definitely mute. You guys were
Okay.
audible.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay, no, we were just
Right,
talking about Daggy. We were singing Daggy's praises a bit, so
Yeah.
that's fine.
Okay, next game.
Yeah, go on.
Next game and last game, which was
Last game that we got, yeah.
This was
Another
crazy game. Holy, I thought
What
like
was this one?
this. Oh, this.
I feel like
This
one
graph
of the
should have
most
looked like
popular
this.
Eurovision came on. Oh.
Yeah.
I mean,
Lab was the MVP this game. I think Lab played so well on the Primal.
that was the MVP, but
Yeah.
those
But even yeah, we know Strats is wrong, but like, Lab definitely played like the best out of anyone in this. Andrew had a decent performance, but like I've had this mid Phoenix thing where you're like you have a great start and then it's just kind of like, oh yeah, I'm still Phoenix.
yeah.
Like you can't really like win the game on Phoenix, I don't think.
There was a nice egg near the end of the game that caught out a load of people, and it was actually your dieback, and I thought that was game over. There was so many
they didn't
points
manage
where I
to put-
thought it was game
Yeah,
over
it
against
was.
Yeah,
you
they didn't
guys.
manage to get the lanes pushed in. I don't think they had enough push. They didn't have enough lane shove towards the end, and then I never had to buy back, and then we managed to get the
Yeah.
buybacks, that was it.
Yeah.
That was the sort of closing. Like the ending of the first game was like infinitely cleaner than the ending of this game.
Yeah.
This game it was so scrappy. And I remember the end of the first game. I watched the cast back and I barged into the cast and started screaming at them about how hyped I was.
I mean, this
This
one
game
was
was not like that. This game was more like hyperventilating.
This one was a hyper event. I mean, there was a point
Yeah.
where you killed Nelson bot, and
Yeah.
Nelson like died and respawned. I thought Nelson had a blink, because
No,
oh my
I did
God.
too. I did too.
Sorry,
And
I
he
have to
went
take
round
another
the cor-
call. Keep talking.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, so I killed him, bot. It got the reincarnation out, and I was just like, "Oh yeah, he's got a blink. He's going to blink away." And then I was like, "Oh shit, he doesn't have a blink." And at the time he'd just sort of gone around a few trees, and I couldn't find him. I was like, "Oh shit, they're taking our fucking tier 4s. I got to get back." And luckily, I think it was just enough time that I could get back before the fight was over. And like Nelson didn't have a way to get there. But yeah, that was I don't know why I decided that killing him in the bot lane, in the middle of the lane, was a good idea at 70 minutes, but I did.
Yeah.
Make strange
IDL.
decisions that game.
You're taking over IDL? Is that why?
No. He can maintain control as much as he likes. That's fine. I know he pulls the strings from the shadows. It's fine. He can stay in the shadows. But I definitely made this game a lot more difficult than it needed to be. Seeing as how I died the most on my team, that's not ideal for a carry performance. But yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah, I definitely died. I was because I was quite far ahead for a lot of the game. I think I got a bit too overexcited, and then got too far away from my team, and then Vlopius had to tell me off a few times for being too far ahead, and then I was like, okay, sorry, I won't do it again. But yeah, it was. Oh, this was a stressful game. Real stress. Oh, we got any good games coming up? For the
Yeah,
week?
I mean,
Oh, we're
we're playing tomorrow. I think there's one today now.
Yeah, there is a game going on as we're speaking. It is My Kingdom. It's Gukru versus My Kingdom for a Hurricane Pike. Actually, I'm gonna just quickly pop that on to see what's cracking.
Yeah.
But oh, the game one has just ended. We will not be doing spoilers, but game one has just ended. So
Deepest apologies once again.
no, it's all good. It's all good.
And apologies, pod listeners. Where do we get with that?
Yeah, we're done talking about this game. It was a close game, and I got stressed.
Yep. So with that, we've got team of the week for the week.
Yeah.
So team of the week. Let's not float any boats around here. Let's not beat around any bushes. I mean, if I write the imps, then there's no chance of me not getting a card. That's my kind of theory here. So is it rigged? Absolutely. Also, it was bugged, so I had to get Moita's squashed face in here instead of her actual little logo. But Yeah, that was from the game, which was in the same series as this card. No, no,
Oh,
hold on.
this no.
Let's not.
Well,
No,
uh,
this
uh,
card, which was from the first
That's
game.
a 35 imp in a losing game. Yeah,
No,
that's
no, no.
pretty freaking. Oh no, oh no,
That was
this
the
was the
winning.
winning
This
game.
was the one
the
where they
winning game.
literally carried.
Sorry,
Like,
yeah, my
Jace could
bad.
have.
Yeah,
Jace gonna carry us had a return to the
yeah.
IDL. This was pretty special performance. So well done, Jace. Jace actually last time I sent a card said, "What? I got a card? Did you get 2 now? What are you gonna do
Yeah,
about it?"
you got 2 more than me.
Yep. Mr. Admin, obviously I'd probably get kicked if he didn't have a card, so that's why you have a card. Congratulations.
Nice
No,
performance.
it was actually a pretty winning pick and a winning performance from Nathan. So yeah, well done, Nathan. And Jerry had, this was on the first game of the series against our team as well, which was on Shadow Shaman. Again, pretty flawless. Like, there was nothing we could really do about Shaman in the game. It kind of just...
Well, sometimes it feels really impossible to stop him doing what he wants, isn't it, on Shaman? It's like, some games it feels like it's really easy when you've got jumping heroes, but like if he can just stand there and shackle someone, it's just like, oh shit.
Not fighting.
Oh, shit. Yeah. And then Jasper with this really nice Lifestealer performance.
Yeah.
In the first game of their series. So well done, everybody. I'll send you your cards, and I'll also send last week's cards, which I didn't manage to get. I mean, if you on the pod thing up there, there's.
Oh, did we get the fix? Did we get
No,
the...
I didn't manage to get it. I couldn't work it out, unfortunately.
So it's something to do with snubs, isn't it? That's what we've determined.
Snubs and Gold Trim.
So if we get any more broken cards, snubs, you know who you know what you've done. You did this.
Yeah, you did the snubs. Yeah, so well done, everybody. And then let's go on to our next segment, which is Q's.
Q&A.
Yep. Let me questions. Oh wait, no, it's forms.
Yeah.
They can't see this. So
You can't just Google questions. Well, should we get some questions for Lucas off Google?
Yeah, don't worry. They cannot see
Well,
us.
that's
Okay. So first question was, how does it feel now your elo is more representative of your skill? Do you feel like you're having to take on a bigger role in the team now because of it?
Who is this from?
This is from Ollie.
Yeah. I mean, I think my skills at least when I started, my skill kind of still, I should have been at the bottom because I was very new. But now, yeah, I think I still don't think I do anything very different. Just play the lane aggressive, and that's
play the game aggressive.
That's my role.
Yeah. I like how it's working for our
team. What am I doing?
Yeah. Do you feel like you're having to take on more responsibility?
No. I play more heroes, so I'm kind of, that's kind of the...
Yeah.
I think for me, I do think that people generally play the same way, just better. I would say, like, Lucas's role, from my experience, has never really been a shot caller or making the decisions. You just sort of do your job.
I play on instinct almost completely.
Yeah.
If that doesn't work, it's kind of over.
Yeah. So that doesn't surprise me that you say you don't think you've got more responsibility, because that makes sense. I think because that's not your job, as far as I'm concerned, at least.
Yep. Next.
Me no brain, me hit thing.
Next question was Hell's Bells, and the actual question is favorite niche / janky support to play.
This is from Hannah.
I think recently it's been the Shrek, because I was practicing it at mid and then I ended up playing it support.
Is it any good?
Anyways.
Oh, actually,
I think
it's super damage.
The damager. It's like a really early game aggressive thing, which is perfect for me.
Yeah, you get blood grenades. Every blood grenade you get a kill, basically, on left support. Yeah. It's so you just go and stockpile blood grenades.
It's very fun. I suggest other people play it. I know Jabba already does.
Yeah, Jasper's a menace on it.
Yeah, full menace.
Yeah. Next question is from H Frogger. It says team of the
evening.
Guest questions and game review. We've done team of the week.
So is this a different? We got a different troll now.
It's H Frogger.
This is H Frogger.
That's brother of M Hogger. That's why. M Hogger's my alter ego. Okay, question from Borky. How does it feel being the entire IDL's cash sugar daddy? Cash spelt, in fact. Yeah, you can see my screen, can't you?
I mean, cash like the Dota caches that you get skins from. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for your
It's great.
service.
I love sending skins. It's funny.
I've
It's
been
nice to have a big stockpile of extra skins to just throw at people.
Yeah. It keeps them quiet, doesn't it?
all out.
What?
Sorry. Question 2. Who's your biggest drag inspiration and why?
I don't know if I have anything with specific. I just watch a lot of Drag Race. My drag style has kind of become very cosplay. Over the past years, before that it was just kind of anything that I could do. I mean, there was a period where formerly Fifi O'Hara, now just Jeremy, did a series where they did 365 days of drag, which I followed quite heavily because they just do a new drag look every day, and a lot of them were like
For a
cosplay
whole
into
year?
different games and things. Yeah, for
That's
every day for a whole
hard
year.
work. Holy shit.
Jesus.
Damn.
So, yeah, I mean, I'd maybe say that. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Cool.
Amazing. All right, question 5 from Bojo. What has been your favorite costume or makeup you've done and why?
Ooh, I think my most accurate, well done one, I think, was the Lena.
I like the Phoenix one.
The
Oh,
Phoenix, yeah, the
Phoenix was
Phoenix
sick, actually.
Yeah, I like the Phoenix one.
I like that. It's cool. I just didn't have really anything
Yeah, there wasn't a lot you
aside
could
from
do.
the face.
Yeah.
So we just wore an orange shirt.
I mean, there
But
is
yeah,
that
I
not really
have-
much.
I have the little Phoenix paper horns right here.
Yeah. That was sick. Question 2. Will you ever play mid in a season of IDL?
No,
Why not?
fuck no.
Was it that bad?
It's not that it's that bad. Don't think I'd be very happy for the entire season.
Yes. You're much better at topping and bottoming. What's the most bullshit hero of the patch right now?
Actually, no. What do you think is the most?
I
bullshit?
will forever think the most bullshit hero is Earthshaker.
What?
Because I can't stand trying to cast a spell 8 times and having it disrupted every time because 87 stuns and also one-shots you and waves and teams. I just don't enjoy playing into it. Like he can turn any game by just having a good blink on it. Slugger plus shard one-shots waves, so you can't push into him and it's just it's just
Tell that
not
to
fun.
Finn. I don't know.
He knows. He agrees.
Old heads would say Tinker, but you know.
Old heads.
And
I
this
think-
Tinker's just not that one-shotty. Like,
Oh, dude,
yeah,
you don't remember old Tinker.
I mean, I don't. I played
Tinker
I think
used
I'm like-
to have. He used
I
to have
think I'm like 2
laser,
years-
march, and rockets. Like he used to have 3 different burst spells,
Yeah, no.
and he was just
March
a
wasn't
fucking
burst.
no. No,
March
but you'd
isn't-
buy a
I mean,
Dagon.
If
Yeah.
you go close, if you do it close enough, it kind of bursts.
Oh yeah, it kind of feels like it.
The old Tinker
Yeah.
was like, the most annoying thing was like, when they blink out of the trees, hex you, get like 800 damage off, and by that time you're unhexed, they've already rearmed and hex you again, and then do the exact same thing. So you perma hex and just perma dead. Like that
Yeah,
was...
I think like, in
I
history,
was there.
probably
I was
he's
there
the most
for.
bullshit.
I was there for rocket laser Tinker.
Yeah, with the
before they changed
shield.
him back
Yeah.
to March. But
Yeah.
no, I'm at like 2 years and 3 months of playing Dota now.
All right.
Higgsy's questions.
Higgsy.
Oh, this is such a
Holy
good
shit!
question.
I remember this question.
If you had to
Wow.
make a Twink v Bears team from IDL, who would be on which team, which positions, and who would win?
So first we need to establish who are Twinks and Bears.
Do I need to get like a? Do I need to get like a
We're gonna get
spreadsheet
that.
up?
We're getting the
We don't need to get a
out.
spreadsheet up for this. We're
Okay,
just
oh,
trying
we
to
don't.
remember. I
We don't.
think.
Okay.
Like, I mean, the first two people I can think of for Bears would be Ollie and Jeansy.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I can get behind that.
Oh, I
I
could get
probably put
behind
it-
that for
I could
sure.
probably. I could probably put them in a lane together.
Yeah, that sounds like a
Yeah,
good plan.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Pretty strong already.
Twinks. I guess. I mean, I'm one. I
You're
suppose.
You're the captain. You're the
Uh,
captain
you're
of Team
captain of
Swing.
Twink.
Yeah, I think Will.
Team Twink.
Will works quite well.
Mm.
Okay.
He's kind of a very tall twink.
Yep.
Does Nathan work as another tall twink?
I think yeah,
Nathan, you listening?
Nathan as well.
Mid
Nathan's
lane of
the
Team Twink.
mid.
I like Team Twink. I like the
Yeah,
name.
I like that too. Team Bear sounds really cool as well, though. to be
Josh is definitely a twink.
Oh yeah, because
Oh.
Josh is just like slightly more masculine. Me, we
Yeah.
look very similar and dress very
Yeah.
similar.
fair. Mm. Yep. Okay, who's on Team
Yeah.
Bears? We've got Jeansy and Ollie off lane, I'm guessing.
I'm trying to think of who else is a bear. It's a lot of people that don't know what they
Jasper?
look like.
Jasper's kind
Jasper kind, yeah.
Jasper could be Bear.
It could be the one or the
Oh,
mid lane.
Huntero could be Bear. The mullet, I'm thinking maybe Finn's. No, Finn's on
It's
Team
not-
Twink. Surely
No,
he's the sub for Team
I
Twink.
don't think Edo or Finn really fit bear.
Could JJ be Bear?
Surely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'd be the 5, I think, but then
Mm.
with Jabba either mid or
In fact, we've got
plus one.
the team here. So Higgsy, Higgsy could be. Higgsy just gives off aura.
No, Higgsy is the
Custard?
twink, if anything.
Higgsy could be on Team Twink. Team Twink seems kind of OP, I'm not going to lie.
Custard could be on Team Bear.
No.
I think he's hairy.
Ryan.
He
Oh,
couldn't.
Ryan. Surely Ryan.
Ryan's got a decent amount
On
of hair.
twink.
Yeah, but Ryan's like I can just I don't know. I just imagine Ryan sitting in a beer garden with a nice glass of Cruz Campo and just being a bet, you know. No, oh, come on.
He's
Sean has a lot of
got a
hair.
twinkie, right?
Sean has a lot of hair.
Yeah, maybe.
Are
I
you,
don't...
we need one person.
It's hard to categorize people. Like
Okay.
this.
Yeah, maybe
The player is
let's
4.
we got a few decent answers
Yeah.
there. Let's
Okay, Bajan's my pick.
Beijing's number 1, Beijing 99.
Okay.
Bajan.
Bajan 99. Next season of IDL makes core players play support and support players play core. Jasper's laughing. Captain's draft. Taking realistic drafts into account, what does the winning team look like?
Ooh, that's hard. That's a lot of permutations there.
A lot of people.
I mean,
I think my team would lose regardless. I think you've got to cut a lot of the top players out.
But yeah, you'd have to because
Is that, yeah,
The
I'm
support
good at
plays-
sport, but I'm not that
what
good.
supports play like pretty
Lilith.
decent cores.
Lilith,
That's a
Jasper.
good point, actually. Yeah,
Lilith and Jasper,
JJ
surely.
can play a really good. As
yeah,
well.
JJ can.
JJ, yeah.
Finn can.
I think
if
any
you put
team with
Finn in.
JJ on
Oh,
probably.
that's it. It's JJ, Finn, Jasper, Lilith, and
Edo.
Yeah, but that team's not
Edo.
going to realistically happen.
I
But
mean-
yeah.
I don't know. They basically
Yeah.
got it this season. I don't know. Goku too.
Yeah, I think that's what you'd have to look at, the people that would be happy playing core rather than the cores going to supports.
Mhm.
Yeah, true.
The
I
last
don't
question.
understand this question. Can you please explain the elixir of femdom?
Oh my god.
Can you? Because we don't know what
explain
it is.
It's from we played a Jack where you had to like take an item and then make up a backstory for it. I got a little perfume bottle with a little like it was like a 20s flapper girl head
Oh
on
yeah.
it.
Oh
So,
yeah.
I mean, I named it the elixir of femdom. It makes you a busty woman, but it has the side effect of making you like a dominatrix. It also causes allergies.
Whoa. I kind of like
Okay.
that. Get me a bottle. Okay.
You want to turn into a dummy, mummy, Henry?
I could be. I don't know. Dawnbreaker cosplay next, please. Oh, I've got a fun story about this one. This is from Chrissy, but Chrissy actually gave this to the kids at work, and
Oh,
they had no context. They just said, "Hey
questions
kids,
for Lucas.
can you give some questions for Lucas?" So the first one is, what do you think about mopeds?
Not my thing.
Not even the cute ones like the Vespers.
No. It involves driving on a road, which I would not. So.
This is. Let me just show the pod. These are cool. These are like imagine absolutely whip. That's a child.
They are not, Henry. I'm sorry, bro. They're not cool. I'm really
They are
sorry.
so
They're not.
cool.
They are actually not cool.
Let's see if we can find one in Italy. I mean, look at that. That is just so cool.
That's not. That's not
That's
cool.
Positano.
Like,
It's kind of touristy, you know?
yeah,
Yeah,
it looks
that is
really
Positano.
touristy and like really cliche.
I mean, come on now. That is so cute.
That's awful. The Italian flag one. Nah,
Imagine,
bro.
yeah,
Come on.
man. Imagine
No.
how. Imagine right. Like, look at
Oh.
this guy. He's got infinite aura.
No, he doesn't.
He
That
does.
look at no, go back up to there.
What the?
That
He's got negative.
no, go back.
Which
Because
one?
that wife there, the one on the back of the bike, she's cheating on him.
No, she's not. She's about to
Look
get
at the look
absolutely
she's giving the
drilled.
camera. She's fucking the cameraman.
No, she's not. She's
Dude, look at the look. Look at her.
she's dry humping him. That's what
She's
I'm
giving him
doing.
the eyes.
It's not happening. It's not happening. This okay? That one is a bit suspect.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that Matt? with his
Anyway,
beard on?
anyway.
Okay.
That's not me.
Next question. Would you rather be in the world's most silent room or most loud room?
Oh,
That's either
how long?
being in a Discord call with JPK or JPK plus 3 other people.
It's
I
yeah.
think-
How
I
long
think-
though?
I think I get really bored in the silent room. I kind of need stuff to happen around. I don't need to do things. I just need stuff to happen around me. So I think a loud
Sorry.
room would be perfect.
Just the last question.
I haven't seen this. Would you rather have a super stiff spine or like no spine at all? In brackets, you are obviously still alive.
I mean, there's no,
Obviously.
there's no benefits to like super stiff spine. I don't think.
Can I
But
just
like,
ask
if I could move
counterpoint?
like
No,
I
hold
have
on.
no spine, I'd be able to like inflatable tube man around. You know.
Can I just offer a
Pretty fun.
counterpoint? You've currently got quite a super stiff spine. I think humans
mean, my-
generally do.
Yeah, but like it's flexible. I think they mean like unflexible.
Oh, what
like,
using you have to stand like
permanent
this.
you know.
But if you had no
Which would be
spine,
so
then
shit.
standing up would be like
You-
this.
But can you imagine how strong your abs would pop? Because you'd
You'd-
have to be so strong.
But you'd have to be absolutely stacked to a point where like
Yeah,
your
you'd have
back,
to be.
your back was
You'd have to
holding
look
you.
like Eddie Hall.
Who do you
Oh
think
my
I
god,
am?
he's got an interesting build, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a
He's built
strong
like a
guy.
he's built like a.
Look at
bloody-
those fucking abs, dude.
Look at
Dude,
this-
check out the second picture. No, the second picture. Look at those fucking. Dude,
He's a tank.
he's fucking massive.
It's like someone's done brickwork.
The
Yeah.
beast. Yeah, he actually has them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like his abs are literally each ab is like that big.
Yeah, it's fucking massive, dude.
Uh,
Like, and you think about like when you flex like a bicep or something. Like, if he flexes his ab, it's like bigger than my head.
yeah, he is.
Anyway,
Okay.
we're
Yeah.
just
Okay,
gushing
sorry, my
over
bad, my bad, my
abs.
Great questions, by the way. And then last.
Great question.
From,
Thank you, kids.
Thanks, kids.
No,
From
Anonymous.
Black. Oracle used to be a hero with an incredibly unique toolkit due to all his abilities having a pro and con where used on both allies and enemies. Do you think the wider trend of heroes losing their uniqueness, RIP One Button King, is a negative path for Dota to take, or is
is
it
this Edgar?
or is
No, it's
minimizing the number of weird
Oh.
heroes a good way to make the game more accessible and keep players engaged? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, sorry, I read that wrong.
Okay, if it's Pete, then yeah, it makes sense as well. I've talked about Edgar times. I think it's a generally good thing that the fuck over your teammates stuff gets. It's like no one likes that. Like what part of making your teammates angry and yell at you is fun? And what's fun for the teammate to have randomly get fucked over by your support?
Yeah. It is cool when you save a teammate. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you like, well, someone gets wyverned. How often do you play against wyvern?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that
It's like
Oracle,
it's cool. to
Oracle
have
likes
heroes
I
like
liked
that.
him having pros and cons.
Yeah, but it's cool to have heroes like that. But then like, it's just not fun for the game, really.
Yeah, I think a
Having
lot of
something
people.
be unique for the sake of being unique is kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that's why people play Dota. You know, otherwise we can play League.
true.
Yeah, but you have enough stuff in Dota. You have fucking 87 weird ways to control a wave.
To be honest,
need-
to me, it just seems like a weird way to buff a hero. I think I would rather than buff it in a different way because it is effectively just a buff
Is
on
it
a
that
hero.
much of a buff? I mean, he's still on.
Yeah.
He feels shit to play still.
I do think it's a significant buff, and like another one being like Pugna used to have the bonus magic damage on allies as well when he decrepit them.
I don't get why they removed the giving mana part of.
Yeah, there's a lot of things like that. I get where the question ask is coming from,
Yeah.
but I do think it probably is a
I
lot.
think
It makes a lot
it's-
more sense. for
In
people
my
to play.
opinion, Dota players are very stuck in like the game has been like this for so long. It should always be like this.
That is true. That is true.
And I just having not played it for very long, I feel like I see things that I don't think are very fun, and I'm very happy to be gone.
That's fair.
Yep. Question
Yep.
2: Kaiser Chiefs or Franz Ferdinand?
You're not gonna know who either of these bands. They are both bands. Just pick one, and
Should we do a
whichever
little
one you
1 minute
pick.
snippet from each?
Oh,
Right.
we might get strike.
No,
Oh
don't do
shit!
it.
Quick.
Right.
Yeah, we actually might get copyright strike.
Okay.
Can you toss a coin?
Heads is Kaiser Chiefs.
Oh, it's Kaiser
Yeah,
Chiefs.
I guess it's that
Okay,
one.
well, there you go. There you go,
There
guys.
we go.
Ooh.
Lucas loves Kaiser Chiefs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now last question. What are Palad's
Fellowship.
predictions for season 41?
I think it's going to be captain's draft.
I think that Higgsy is going to win that season.
I might captain.
Ooh.
I might captain.
Ooh.
I'm not sure.
I might captain.
Ooh,
Thank you.
that'd be a fun little dynamic if me and Henry are captaining against each other.
Yeah, you get to fight on the podcast.
Well, we nearly had it last week when we had the Nature's Prophet game. We nearly came to blows.
I
so.
almost-
Yeah, that wasn't
I was
very
about
fun.
to-
That was probably the most boring game I've ever played.
Oh, well, what can you
I
do?
think
Yeah,
most of my team thought that.
I think Higgsy's going to gain too much elo from this season for him to win next season. Unfortunately,
Really?
Henry, I think so.
I think he's just
He's
improving.
on kind of a tear this season.
He is on the tear.
So.
I think
it's going to be a really good season.
I'm interested to see how Bayesian does when he doesn't have the top 2 laners in the league in his lane, because he has been very impressive, but
He has.
there is the kind of backstory caveat of having probably the strongest 1 and 2 laners. So I'm excited to see how his arc continues, and potentially doing some of the
It's
carrying.
probably quite similar
from-
to how it's been for me.
Yeah,
He'll have a few more seasons. He'll have a few more seasons of like being a very underrated player, and then he'll grow old and it'll be over.
Old and washed.
old and sad.
Yeah, like me.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're so old.
I'm worth nothing now. No one wants me first pick anymore.
No.
Oh.
I was a bit ridiculous about 2 seasons ago when you played like 32 games or something stupid. The next time
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
you
like
were
8
just-
games less.
I subbed like basically
Yeah.
every series. It was fun.
Okay, thanks for the questions, everybody. We have
Thank you. for the
2
question.
segments to go. We're going to do a small segment on the end on the Trap House, but in the intermediate, we have new IDL segment,
IDL Street.
IDL Street. This is going to be a regular thing now, I think, where we have a new...
Yeah.
Next week has already been asked for. It's chef ability.
Oh,
how are the
is
chef-
that Nelson? Nelson brought that up, didn't he?
How are the chefs? Yep, and Nelson's going to make sure to cook something incredible beforehand. And before inevitably...
Do you want to just, before we do that, do you want to just quickly remind everyone, because do you remember what I made for my dinner tonight before we start
No.
recording? It's raw carrots, lettuce, and chicken.
Yeah.
Well, I had...
It was the dinner of kings.
I had
I haven't
fish
had dinner yet.
Fish cake on a
Fish
plate.
cake?
Yeah, with red pesto pasta, a Stella,
Whoa.
and a
Stella's like
boiled
100
vegetables.
calories, dude. Oh, I don't know. You bulking?
I'm bulking, yeah.
I don't need dinner because my look is eating.
Oh. Okay, so next week's chef ability. Today we have drag ability. So this is the whole, drag is not just about the look, it's about the performance, the comedy, all of that shebang. And
yeah, we're gonna distill it into just a one rank to say
Yes.
how good we think overall someone will be.
yeah. So let's start with Daggy. And I'm going to say for Daggy, the showmanship is top notch. I will say that. So instantly
Sounds
that puts me at like baseline A, upper B. Instantly, without even thinking about anything else.
But Daggy does keep repeating the kind of I hardly knew her, and I hate them.
So you're
They lose
thinking
points for that.
you're thinking bump down to a B then.
Yeah, I'm gonna bump it down to a B because of that.
Oh, B.
B, unlucky
Oh, no.
Daggy.
Although it is very Drag Race, they do that on Drag Race, but let's keep it at a B.
Okay, Matt Mellon.
I have no horse in this race. What do you guys think?
I think
Do you think
quite
I'm
funny.
fabulous enough?
I think you're pretty star factor.
Yeah, I mean,
I've never
Yeah.
watched Drag Race.
Yeah.
Does that hinder
Well,
me?
I'll show you some Drag Race.
Yeah.
We can start watching the All-Star season that just started a few weeks. actually last week.
I think we'll put you at a B as well, Matt.
I think it'd be.
Do you feel hard done by?
Oh.
I think the star factor makes up for the lack of watching drag. Now, Bayesian, this is tricky because for the players who we've actually...
I don't know what Beijing
I
looks like.
don't have no idea what... Oh, we need to... Oh, I didn't even think. Costume... Have we seen any costumes from either? Well, you've had the Kunka, so... I've not seen a Daggy cosplay yet, so I think we'll leave that out of the equation. But a Matt cosplay was pretty... I like... You know. Is it strong enough to bump it to an A?
We can, yeah.
No, you're not. If you're
That was
hesitant, then it's
unconvincing.
no.
Yeah. Bayesian, we don't know what Bayesian looks like yet, so...
I'm gonna do it. Skip past him for now.
It's quite chill, but
I'm
maybe
gonna do. I
maybe
can
a
grab
C.
it. Hang on.
Oh, you're
Just
finding
Bayesian
it.
109.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if
Vlupius.
I'm just gonna ask him what he looks like.
Okay, nice. Vlupius, I think would be more sat back, you know?
Yeah,
Less
I don't
of a-
think Lopius is very showy.
Yeah, less
Yeah,
of a
I don't think he
he's
would be
in
good.
the
He wouldn't be
shadows
good
of
for
doing the work behind the scenes. He's the cameraman. So,
So
Vlupius,
is that a
yeah.
D then?
you're getting a D.
Yeah, I think
Unlucky
D.
as well.
I haven't got anything for
He's
Beijing.
just filming.
Yeah, he's
Beijing
filming.
is currently casting, so we probably ought to not bother
Right.
him right now.
Okay, well let's put Beijing on showmanship and on jokes. I think
C.
pretty flashy,
C.
but
I think he's
yeah,
pretty quiet. I think he's quiet.
quiet. Yeah. Okay, Lab Dota. I think Lab could be a bit of a cougar, you know. You know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking a bit of that. I'm thinking a bit of that. You know what I'm saying?
That was. I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that.
You know what I'm saying?
Lab Dota the Cougar.
Well, I haven't played much with that. I haven't
Lab is quite sassy. I'm not gonna lie.
I think he'd be a great drag
I
queen.
can keep it at an A then. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that's.
I like
Yeah, there's a. Well, if we're doing an A for sass, how do I not get an A?
Yeah, we're bumping you up to an A. Okay, this podcast.
If that's
is
what we're
biased.
going for,
You've got SA.
I-
Okay, that's biased. Samson, I don't think Samson would enjoy it. I really don't. I think I've seen Samson in makeup before actually, and he looked the most uncomfortable I've ever seen a man ever. I like the
Oh,
sass though.
bless.
The sass brings him up.
But he is he is a little showy. He's got a fan club and everything.
Oh, he does. So I think then B in the middle of the park.
B?
Yeah, give him a B.
Yeah. Ollie.
I think Ollie would be very uncomfortable in drag as
I-
well.
I-
Ollie might be uncomfortable, but he's very funny. So I think
He is quite.
give him
I
a
think
B.
if he got into it, I think he'd be quite showy.
His humor is quite drag humor.
Yeah. So I think B.
Yeah.
Then. Similar sort of thing with Samson. Goldrin. Goldrin could be.
I know Goldrian a lot less than I do Ollie. I've been on a team with Ollie like times.
Yeah.
As far as I know, Goldrian's like a slightly more reserved
Yeah.
Ollie.
So I see.
Yeah. C. I
Yeah,
like
I think
that.
so.
G. Oh, the Italian job.
I don't know
Oh,
G very
gee.
well either.
I think G was a
I
bit
don't know.
too chill.
I
He's
haven't
with
been on a
Vlupius in
team
the
with
back
him.
doing the camera work. He's doing the
But
sound.
I've heard things from Matt where he's like yelling in Italian.
Yeah, that doesn't
Ooh.
happen a lot. You have to rile him up for that.
Right.
It's maybe special star occasion type of person, but maybe like a C for the most part, working in the background. Oh,
Fucking button got stuck on my hair.
JJ,
Oh, S.
hear me out. Yeah,
Whoa.
I was about to say S as well.
Do you think he could really bring out that?
Oh lord, he could
Oh,
bring out a
1,000.
show.
He's so
You
showy.
Yeah,
think he'd be a bad bitch?
yeah, he'd be a bad
Oh,
bitch
yeah, definitely.
for sure.
Definitely is crazy. JJ's a bad bitch confirmed. All right.
JJ's a bad bitch.
love
Huntetto, I reckon Huntetto would be pretty good as well.
He's
Slight, yeah, I was gonna say slightly more reserved, but
a little more reserved, but he's got the vibe.
Dev, sass through the roof. I'm putting S
Mm.
for Dev.
He's like the king of irony.
Yeah, king of irony, good jokes, good sass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ari, sure. Sure. Do you
Sure.
want to do some drag, Ari? Sure.
He'll
All right.
probably do it.
B.
Do you want to do some drag?
Sure. And then he does it, and he just does it.
Yeah, he just does it.
Okay, Stick Boy. I'd love to see Falcone
Oh,
drag. I would love this.
That would be really funny if Falcone did drag. As far as I know, he's a tall ginger guy.
Yeah.
Is he tall or is he short?
He looks pretty tall from the pictures.
I think he looks very tall from the pictures I've seen of him, but I don't know.
He's quite
I
out
really
there.
don't know.
You know, I think a
Yeah,
B is probably
I think
quite
B, yeah.
fitting.
Yep.
Okay.
I think Nathan could give like runway queen.
I think this depends on how
tall.
much effort Nathan wants to put in.
Oh yeah, if
It could
Nathan
be
puts
S
the
or
effort
could
in,
be.
it's an S tier. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's got to be S.
I'd say an S. Go for an S.
Yep.
It's got the admin buff. You guys are fucking whipped.
Nah,
No, he's like
he
he's
doesn't.
like
We give him a B
kind of
last
like
time.
tall. He's like a tall, slim guy. Throw him in some heels, and he'll have like a
Oh, he'll be so
camel.
big.
Yeah.
Moose, I've not seen what Moose looks like, but Moose
I don't know
has
what
the
Moose is.
sass. Like Moose is like,
Yeah.
oh my
He's
god,
kind of sassy, and his humor is quite dry, but that works really well.
it's like I'm gonna say A tier. He's like the villain of the IDL drag. That's what he is.
Oh, you think he's the antagonist?
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
the
it's the
bad
IDL
guy.
drag
villain of this
antagonist.
system.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
But what will happen is he'll get
Lady
eliminated
Queen.
halfway. He'll get eliminated halfway through the series, and it will turn out that JJ was actually the antagonist.
Oh,
There you go. That's the storyline we're going for.
snubs. Hmm.
IDK.
I don't know snubs, but in terms of it, so I don't know what he looks like, but in terms of in game, I'm gonna say a more reserved role. Maybe he's doing the setup with the music. That's what I'm thinking for snubs. He's like sorting out where the seating goes,
DJ.
organizing the regiments. You know what I mean? Keeping JJ on his medication. We'll go. In fact, snubs, you're being demoted to D, my friend. The runway's not for you. The lane is for you. Stay in the lane and off the runway. How about that, pal? Okay,
Yeah,
Yam.
pal, you hear that, pal?
Yeah, pal. Yam.
Game's really crafty.
Yes.
Like costume
Yeah.
designer. Kind of like there's a lot of like on Drag Race. There's a lot of design challenges. And Yam could do those. Like
Yeah. I
It's just
reckon.
whether they've got the attitude for it. You
Oh,
know?
are you
Yeah, Yam
joking?
has
They've got the
attitude.
attitude. They have an
Yeah.
S tier.
Yam's
They-
really sassy.
They have
Alright.
the attitude.
Hey.
Huh?
I mean, you can bump it down to an A if Matt doesn't agree.
No.
Disagree?
I'm a passenger on this segment. You guys are clearly you guys got this, so it's fine.
Your
Saboteur.
input's valuable.
Saboteur, I think, down the list compared to livability. Like, I don't think he'd want to be in the limelight, you know?
No, I don't think so.
You can't be surprised with people who wants to getting in drag. I'm not very out there usually.
I suppose so. Yeah, maybe it'd be a different
putting
side.
like stuff on and like
Gives you
just creating a
confidence.
different character can kind of change your confidence quite a bit.
Mm.
You
Actually-
are literally putting a face on, aren't you?
Mm.
Yeah, I mean,
So you
in a way.
think B?
I think it may be a B or an A.
Wow. Okay. Which one of the two you can choose?
Just do an A.
Hey, love it. Edgar. I would love to see Edgar doing the runway. Oh my god. I don't think Edgar's cut out for this. I think he's.
I think a B or a C maybe.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Edgar. I'm gonna put my vote at C. I don't think he'd want. I think he'd want to be anywhere else
S.
apart from. Oh.
S.
No words
Do you
needed.
need to discuss that?
No. S.
No, I don't think so.
Jerry, I think would be pretty high too, like A.
I don't know Jerry that well either.
I don't know what he looks like, but I think he's got some sass and he's got some vibes. So I'm gonna say A.
Okay. Yeah.
Storytime Will.
Also kind of like a tall, lanky runway queen, maybe. Well, I think he's pretty. He's got some. He's pretty sassy as well. Yeah, I think an A. He'd
A.
probably work fine for that with him. Yeah.
Jace has the sass.
He's-
We're talking SASS on this bitch. I'd say A or S for Jace.
yeah.
Great
He should
jokes
be like
as well.
a drag creature.
A what?
Not specific. There's like there's kind of drag has a few. There's obviously like drag queens and drag kings, but there's like in between things like creatures
Okay.
and monsters. You know.
Drag
think-
drag creature. That sounds demonic.
What do I need to do to be a drag creature?
Yeah,
What
I want to
does
be in
that-
this
what do you-
club. The
Create a
hell?
character that isn't specifically bound.
I've already
Yeah.
done that though. I used to be Melon, right? And I created my drag creature. That's Chomp.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, I
is
like
that is that like that? Yeah, is that what you mean? Kind of.
Yeah, I mean that works.
So we saying S tier for Jace drag creature?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Meanie Greenie. I don't think Charlie would like that. I'm not gonna.
Sass.
No.
He's
He's
got
sassy,
some
though.
sass, but I think he's not angry enough. You know, he needs that venom in
He's
him.
not. He's
He
not.
needs that
angry.
venom. He's too nice. Name's so nice.
It doesn't have to
Oh,
be.
yeah.
It doesn't have to be a villain.
No, but we've already got the villain.
Really
the
nice
villain's
queens
up here. I'm gonna say C or D for Charlie. Honestly, I don't think he'd enjoy that.
See then, yeah.
Edska.
I think Ed would be really good in
It would be very
I
fun.
think he's got some sass. He's got some vibes as well.
It's pretty sassy. Once again, kind of dry humor that works
Hey.
for it. Yeah.
Okay, nice. Lilith. Ooh. Sass.
Sassy, but very subdued.
Subdued. Sass and subdued.
Yeah.
So maybe C or B.
C, yes. C, I think. Yeah.
Nice. Jo. Anyone disagree?
Really? No.
Butterbeans would be S. Absolute drag king or slash queen slash he'd be a drag creature. That's what he'd be. That's for sure.
You think
Yeah,
he'd just make his
real.
creature be Underlord and he'd be slugging around?
Oh my god, it'd be drag slug.
Drag slug, yeah.
Hell's bells. Jasper.
Hell bells.
Jasper, I don't think Jasper would enjoy it as much, but I've seen a sassy walk or two from Jasper.
I know. I could see Jasper. I think an A.
I think yeah. Light of Steven.
Probably S.
Is the kid involved
think-
as well?
No, but I think he'd get really into it. And
He could be
he would
S.
fit it
Yeah.
quite well. Yeah.
Should we for? I mean, I'm okay doing this because he's my kid. But like, could we have a bonus section under my name for Arthur's Arthur's livability? Because his drag would be crazy. I've got a picture of him. Hang on, I'll show the camera in a second.
So
Let me find it.
we're adding in an extra row.
Yeah, add Arthur in because I think he'd be sick at drag. He'd love it. He'd
Okay,
fucking love
Arthur's
it.
livability is
Oh, a D. He's awful. to live
D,
with.
dragability S.
Yeah.
Okay, that
Like,
means
so look at this. I don't know how well this comes out on camera, but like this is him at the VE day at his school. Look at how he's holding that flag.
oh my god.
He's
yes,
like doing
very
a full
weird.
on, full on
Very
pose
weird
like
to see
this.
the outline.
yeah.
Like full on posing. Like he's so funny with his poses. Oh my god! I'll see if I can
So
find another one as well,
he's
but
S.
it's just-
He's S. Arthur is.
Yeah,
I'm
Arthur is
calling,
S
I'm
tier
calling him
drag.
Arthur Melon.
Yeah.
Semmel is. Would Semmel be? Semmel's got some sass. He's got some vibes.
Do you want to see some more? You want to see Arthur Creature?
Go.
Arthur Creature mode.
Oh my god, that's the stuff of
Look at him.
nightmares.
He's so funny. I love. This
Oh
kid,
lord.
man.
What do you think for Semmel,
Oh.
Lucas?
Alright, sorry, that'll stop.
I think he'd be an A.
Mm.
I think an A.
Hey, it is. Monty? I don't think Monty would.
I don't think he enjoy it. I don't think he did. Yeah.
He's
I
not.
don't-
He's,
I'm
he's
talking
not a
too
performer
much,
in
but
this regard. He performs in
I
the
think
mid lane.
A D maybe.
Yeah. Borky.
Mm.
I think Borky would be quite good. I
Yeah.
think like
I think Borky would be quite good.
A tier.
Borky's got the energy to be like
Yes.
A or S.
Yes. Yeah. Let's go S. Borky, you're usually getting slated on the pod. This time you're getting glazed. Congratulations, you made it out the hood. Not in that type of glazing. Ellie. And I think Ellie would be.
It would be very fun.
Yeah, like a
I think an A.
crafty for the games and yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Alex, I think would be an A as well.
Yeah.
If the show didn't go on too late. Andrew, this is an absolute enigma.
Yeah. Alex would be like drag brunch.
Andrew's a D. I'm sorry to say. I feel like Andrew would not be. I don't think he would vibe with the vibe. I don't think so. I think he's.
Do you remember him at ESL? He had like the forehead. They went and got the like paint done.
Okay,
That is
bumps him up
true.
one.
Yeah.
That
You
is
see
true.
him.
I just
Andrew
can't see him
Steve-
really getting into it. That's all.
Let me just see. I don't know. I could maybe see it, but let's do see.
Sean,
Okay.
I couldn't see Sean getting into it. I think Sean would much prefer to be in the audience.
Maybe I could see Sean kind of vibe switching to get a bit
Ooh,
more energy.
Like persona, like alternate
Yeah.
persona.
To get
Okay,
into the
so like a
persona
B?
bit more. Yeah.
Okay, nice. Nelson, I think Nelson could do a complete switch and be an
S.
S. Yep.
Yeah.
I think Nelson will be really good.
And another S, I think.
Yeah, I do think JPK could. I think
You
that's
think
another one.
you think Joe would go hard?
The only
Yeah, I think
issue, he would go hard.
He's quite subdued otherwise, but like his energy can.
I
I feel
think
like
that
you could bring the energy up quite easily.
the only concern I have for Joe is tucking.
Oh,
Not all
is he
queens
too
do.
hung?
I think, no, is he too high? It's like a Pringles can, dude. I don't know.
Bro, we're gonna get demonetized.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. But no, I think he'd be really into it.
Oh well, what do we think, Lucas?
You tell me.
I think there's
S,
no bidding
seeing as
around
you're
the bush
only
here.
only
I think there's
actual
like
drag
it's
person.
like SS.
Oh no, don't do that. Don't do
Okay.
that.
Shadow Shaman.
Yeah, but just don't. Let's not go crazy with SS on the stream. How about that?
Ryan, I think would be.
Yeah, I can say an A.
I could see
He's got the
AS.
kind of like he's got the kind of like joyous vibes that
Yes.
would be able
Oh,
to
that's
like
nice.
Yeah.
get an audience going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Positive vibes. H Mogs.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think
You're a
maybe
bit bulky though, bro. I don't know.
I
You
mean,
got to
that
slim
doesn't matter.
down.
You can
I
change.
could slim down.
No, I've got to body shame him. Hang on. No, you got to slim down, dude. I don't know. You're getting a bit, you know.
I need to
bit-
lay off the pies.
Muscle
You need to lay off the Stella,
Lay onto the cream pie. Yeah.
bro.
Apologies.
No, probably an A.
I think you'd be good. I
Yes.
think A. Yeah,
Okay.
I agree with A.
Okay, thank you.
I
You got
agree
you have
with A.
very high energy and
Yes.
if you were able to do stunts, you'd be like
Stunts.
yeah, like the splits and
Oh,
dips and
okay. Let's not.
if
go
you
on.
could
I
do them,
can't.
you would be flying all over the
Did we
place.
tell you about the time Henry squatted me? Like, is that a stunt? He can do that.
I mean, you could lift people probably. Anything can be a drag show if you want.
I don't know. That could be Eiffel Tower. Does that? Okay. Pete. Pete.
He'll probably be an A as well.
I think Pete would be an A.
I think
yeah.
so.
Nice
Yeah.
twinning, Pete. Maybe that's who's the Eiffel. Higgsy.
That's the Eiffel Tower right there. Yeah.
Yeah, Higgsy, I reckon would be pretty good.
Yeah,
I think so.
I think so too.
Yeah.
He's also kind of tall and like he can also do like a good runway, but he's got the two.
Mm. Okay, this is
Good
interesting. Jeansy.
Oh, he's so shady. Like
Shady.
he's super
Shady?
shady. Like shady as
Is
in
that the
like
term you mean?
throwing shade.
Oh,
Like-
throwing shade. I thought he was like
Oh.
Jeansy's walking around the room like this.
We thought you meant we thought
No,
you
no,
meant like
no.
government program shady.
I'm in drag mode, not like weird shit. So,
Okay.
no, but he'll be quite subdued, but he'll come out with these like really shady comments from other, and it's very funny.
So like,
So like an A, maybe a B, if going down.
flip a
But I
coin.
think an A.
A. Let's go. Custard. I think Custard's got all the sass.
Oh, he's so
I
showy.
think
That's
S.
an S.
Yeah,
S.
yes, yes.
Kiwi. Kiwi has sass and jokes
Hmm.
and
Yeah,
performance.
they'd be.
I reckon it's S.
Yeah, there's an S there as well. I think.
Mhm. And then finally, Sam.
Okay,
Hmm.
I'm gonna say S because he would literally make a creature. He would be a furry. He'd be the first. Are there any
Oh.
furry drag stars?
I mean, it's probably plenty.
Drag
Yeah.
furry.
Well-
He'd be a drag furry.
Yeah, we can give an S for that.
Yeah.
We've got
He's
the
gonna
limit.
he's gonna hate me for that. He's
So-
gonna hate me for this.
There we go. In fact, let's have a look at the current standings. Can I?
Oh,
let's
who's winning?
sort by livability? So our livability. Wait, can I sort both? Can I
What we
sort-
should do is we should assign the scores to like a 1 to 5 point system, and then we can have an actual ranking on the right.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do that in the
Yeah,
intro.
like S is
I do
what
that
S is
next time
5
after the
points,
chef
you know.
one. You know.
Yeah.
Okay. So
S to
livability.
D being 1 to 5 or
Oh,
whatever.
S is
Yeah,
gonna
we can
be-
do that after.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to change that. Okay.
It's
You're right. That's our ranking
Yeah,
section done.
That's that's our ranking
So-
for this week. So next week, I don't know who we've got on for the chef ability, but we will be getting somebody. I've got a couple people lined
Someone
up.
chef
but we're not
related,
sure
I
yet.
presume.
No, but this was just a community requested topic, so we'll
Yeah,
have to
but,
work
like-
through it. We'll work through it.
Get a chef on.
An
I
actual real
don't
chef.
think we've got access to just chefs, but we'll see what we can do.
I mean,
Nelson's already been.
We'll
on.
see what we can do. Yeah,
I've had
we
salad,
will.
but he's great. He's great at baking.
Could do. We'll see. We'll see. That's
Yeah,
TBC for the
Yeah,
next,
we have
next week.
we have a lot of people in the pipeline. None of them are
Yeah.
getting piped yet. That's what I'm gonna say.
Not yet. Not for now.
So
Maybe next week.
don't look at the camera. So chef ability as well. We're having an honorary additions. I think just like Arthur's had an honorary addition. We're gonna have Seb in because Seb likes cooking.
Yeah.
Maybe
Finn,
Finn-
wanted to be in as
Finn
well.
can
We need
get
to have
in,
Finn
yeah,
in.
we'll
the
have Finn in there.
Yeah,
Finn in drag.
yeah. We need to do Finn in drag. We
Yeah.
need to do Finn's drag.
Oh shit! Okay.
yeah.
Hold
Go
on.
down to the bottom. Add Finn and Seb in because we need to do both of them.
Okay, let's add.
Seb, and Fiend.
Schleben.
Fiend.
Schleben. Oh, hold on. Wait, why is that out of?
Oh, it's sort it out. Yeah, I don't know why that's not dragged down.
Schleben. I think Seb's
Yeah.
live ability was pretty good, like A. And then drag ability. Do you
yeah.
disagree?
I think. No, I think he might be a bit. I feel like he's got his ways, so I feel like he might be a bit
Oh.
awkward to live with.
Maybe a B.
Eventually.
B.
I think B.
He's gonna take that. Seb's an avid commenter as well. He's
I
gonna
don't know
have
if
to
he
do
would
that.
disagree with me. I think he's quite a particular person.
Okay. Drag ability, I think he'd be great. Like,
Yeah.
but we've had so
Yeah,
many. Oh wait, no, we're sorted by A. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I think
I do think I could see him with the top ranks. I
Yes.
think he'd be quite
Yeah.
good at the dragging.
And then let's do insert one row below. It's why.
Fiend.
Livability. I've
You go ahead, Henry.
I've stayed many a time, and never once have I had a qualm with living with Finn. That's,
But his room.
But his room.
his room is
though.
actually really okay. That may okay. He's bumped down to an A. I think that's fair. That's fair. And drag ability.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think it'd be very fun. Maybe.
Like
I do. I think he would be fun. Yeah, I don't.
He would play into it very well. I think he'd be an A.
Yeah,
A. Okay. AA. Double A.
double A.
Perfect.
Nice.
Okie dokie. Right. Then on to chef ability next week. So one more thing I wanted to talk about on the pod as I move us back to our other screen is the trap house. So all three of us were at the trap house last time around, and just wanted to give an introduction for anyone who's not in the trap house Discord and you want to be involved in this event, future events, random other stuff that we might do in the future. Join. Or if you don't have an invite...
Yeah, Henry put a link for it in the IDL chat.
Yeah, I put it in
the
IDL general,
channel.
but you can also just message me and I'll send you an invite.
Yeah.
Anybody and everybody from the IDL is welcome. It's typically around 20 to 30 people, and some people are in a main big house where there'll be about 15 to 20 people staying over, and the rest kind of find their own thing, hotels, stay at locally at their own places, etc. But last time was an absolute blast. We had the draft there. We went for a walk. We were just playing Smash Bro tournament, playing some
Smash. Pete brought a fucking ancient tool of gaming, a GameCube, I believe.
Yeah.
Or it might have been then 64. I can't remember. He brought some arcade
it was that
piece of
one.
machinery.
Yeah. It was great fun.
A lot of drinking.
Board
man end up
games,
in a leash.
drinking if you want to.
Yeah, a lot of drinking if you wanna. We got food. You know, like it was just a good time. It was like a extended house party
Exactly.
vibe.
Yeah. It was just really good vibes, and to see people, obviously, some people you've not met. At least I hadn't met loads of people in the IDL. So
Yeah.
I think I actually came in and Jeansy was stood there, and I was like, "Hello!" Like I didn't know who the hell it was.
Yeah, that's
Until
it, yeah,
I
when
was
you
like,
get in, you're
I was
like,
saying to Jeansy, I was like, "Speak more, speak again." Oh, Jeansy!
Yeah, it's so cool, isn't it? How you're like, oh yeah, now I know who you are.
yeah. It's just the best positive vibes. So for those as well who are in the Discord and have not voted yet, there's still time to put a vote in for your best weekend. And also
October, yeah.
if you are, it's quite close at the minute between two. So if you can come but you prefer not to, but you can, please do vote that one as well, because it will help us make a decision. Typically, I mean, last time it cost 75 quid for 2 nights 3 days, and the house was pretty nice. I think you guys will agree. So
Oh, it's a lovely house, really nice house.
yeah, so pretty good value, and it should be around the Midlands. So
Yeah, it'd be somewhere between Birmingham, Nottingham, Leicester, something like that. One of those type places.
yeah. Also, there's a good quiz. We do a quiz, which Pete
Oh, that
and
was
Seb
fun.
do.
Yeah, but there was. I've got the answer sheet somewhere for it because I kept them.
Actually,
Because I was
I
like,
kept-
oh yeah, I can get
I
rid
might
of
have
them, but I
mine
think
on-
I've got the
I've got
sheet
mine on
somewhere.
Actually, I have it here on my desk. Here we have.
Oh,
heat,
yeah.
Here we have the heat maps of certain players.
Yeah.
And in fact, let me just switch the cameras to us again. Yeah, I have
Yeah,
the
some
heat
of
maps
those were easier than
players.
others.
We've got how many kills in a certain game. We've got like the hero stats,
I still have my
teammates,
prize.
all of that. So yeah.
Oh yeah, your prize. Yeah, I've got my prize here. Hang on.
Oh yeah,
I've got my
little
Ursa guy.
prizes
Where's my
as
little
well.
Ursa?
Some most said words.
Oh.
Whose was that? Whose was that? Who said? JJ, my weenie. Don't pause, bro.
I can't remember who the 4 people were. It was like Nick, Jace.
Yeah,
Finn?
it was
Finn
Matt,
was
QC, Jason, Finn. Matt, your one was
Oh, that's
GG shitting. Woof bucket. Cunt,
Cunt is
fuck,
probably quite big.
fuck
Yeah.
custard. Guys,
Oh,
easy.
custard.
Please, easy. AFK. GG, go next. It's me,
GG.
party. Manaus. Manaus is on there. Finn, some of Finn's were Love Tinker. Love Tinker, JJ, Gree, Brother, Mogger, Jesus, Giants, Admin. Okay. QC had
But yeah,
GG.
there's GG. There was a really good fun quiz. Like Pete and Seb made it from scratch, and it was
Yep.
a really good time.
Yeah, it was so good. So if anybody is wanting to get involved, do not hesitate to join the server and get stuck in. So yeah, we're just finalising the plans or kind of getting them in the works. So make sure you join. Anything else from today, you two?
I think we're good. I think we
There's,
covered everything.
If anyone still hasn't, that is interested, still hasn't joined the Eurovision Watch Party Discord,
Oh yeah,
I
it's
made,
this weekend.
tell me and I will, and yeah, I'll just send you a link to it.
Yeah.
It's on Saturday.
On Saturday.
What time?
8 p.m. UK time. It's 9 p.m. for me.
Okay, so I should have Arthur in bed by then. I might need someone to make sure I don't drink too much because I am looking after.
No,
Arthur
I will
this
be there to
weekend.
make sure you do drink too much.
No, he's gonna be like there.
Oh, okay. Get him on the beers as well.
No, no, that's not happening.
Right, thanks very much, guys. Thanks everybody for listening as well and tuning in week after week.
Thanks, Lucas, for joining us.
Thanks very much,
And
Lucas,
we'll,
for joining us.
We'll let you guys know when we've sorted out the guest for next week. We'll figure it out soon, hopefully.
Yeah, we'll give you a riddle. In fact.
Post the questions a little earlier.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Yes, we will try to.
I'll
We'll try to.
Yep, my bad. So yeah, thanks everybody, and
right.
tune in next week for mystery guest. Laters.
Bye bye.